Hey.
Woo!
Hello, hello.
Okay, let me make sure I go. Okay, yay! I gotta move new
Woo!
to the right place. Whoa, I turned off my screen. I hit my finger on the screen, turned it off by accident. So how are you doing? You've been super busy. Oh wait, hang on.
I have been busy.
What have you been doing?
I've been oh dear me. Now people complain to me that my videos take about like 1 a month. And I try so hard to do more than 1 a month. And I've been doing well for the past 2 months.
Yeah.
So I've just been trying to do all these big videos. I'm doing Soul Level 1. I recorded all that.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but when I do videos, and obviously you do a lot on Sekiro, but when you do it, there's like so much over and over. This is my 4th time doing a big video on Dark Souls 1. I'm running out of jokes. And I am. How many times can I say to like Gwyn that he's an old fat bastard, you know? So it's like, but thankfully, again, I don't know how you do your videos, but for me, I record all the footage, then I'll do some script stuff, but when I'm actually editing that's when I think of all the voice lines. That's when I think, oh no, this will be good. This will be good. I'll put this here, put this here.
Oh, you're very
and thankfully,
improv.
Yeah, I think. Well, with my style at least, it's important to be like that because the feel I've got with the 2 Lennys, it's kind of like 2 friends chatting, you know, as if they were actually there.
Yes.
So that's why I think that style works. If I'm just kind of off the cuff, listing off the gags and stuff, it makes more sense like that.
Yeah.
But
no,
it's been going good.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I'm really happy with how my writing's gone for this video because I'm really happy with it. It's really funny. So I'm really glad. Able to think of new jokes after doing for the 4th time round. That's all.
Well, so do you have like a massive drive filled with recordings that you
do
like stock footage?
I do, and it is cute because it's just it started as just a folder on like my like desktop. I mean, I was just doing this for fun, and I still do it for fun because it is really fun. But what I mean is that. I called it, because my first video was like a Dark Souls 2 PvP video, I believe.
Yeah.
And the folder was just called Dark Souls 2 video. And it's so cute. I haven't had the balls to change it. So my main YouTube folder where all my files are is just called Dark Souls 2 vid. And it's so cute. I haven't had the balls to change it because it's just like it's so genuine. Like, oh, he's just doing a Dark Souls 2 video and it's got all these stuff. And yeah.
Hey, Lupus! When did you come up with the idea of like calling these videos of this category? How did you come up with like the experience, the whatever experience?
Well, admittedly, it's not a lot of people do use that title, experience, a lot, and
it's a big search term actually, especially nowadays.
It is, but I didn't name it that to kind of like try and capitalize on that. Now, because obviously when I started doing it, people were like, oh, wow, this guy does all sorts of experience videos. And they say, oh, this guy was doing the first experience video. Then some other guy was like, oh, no, that isn't the first person to do it. This person is... God, no one knows who did it first. It doesn't really matter at this point. The fact of the matter is, you know.
Right.
I think experience videos at its core just like kind of... It says more, because there's lots of clickbaity titles. There's also like, in a nutshell, for example. A lot of people do in a nutshell. A lot of people do like .exe. But I think experience, if you see that in a game title, it more implies it's like a full playthrough.
Yes.
Of some sort. I think so. And again, I was just sat there like I did this video, and the first one I named that was a Dark Souls 2 playthrough with the Broken Sword. And I was sat there like, what name can I think of to kind of encapsulate like a full playthrough? And I was just like, just do an experience. That'll do it. And
that's your biggest video, isn't it?
Sorry?
That's your biggest video? That's your big...
The original... my biggest one is, I think it's Bloodborne Experience.
Oh, really? Oh, I love that one. I just want to say hi to... Hi, everyone! Hi, Lupus, Corbin.
Hello, everyone.
Yay!
Hello.
Let me read it. Had the day end early. Yay! I'm so glad you're able to catch us, Andrew. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I love the Bloodborne video. I lose it every time. Every time it's that cutscene where Lady Maria grabs you. I just can't do. I can't. I fucking lose it.
I know. I don't know. It's just like, again, that's another example because in my and we're talking a lot about me. We should talk about you in a bit. It's your stream, but
you're my guest.
I am the guest. I'm the interviewee,
and it's my stream, so I want you to do whatever you want. So.
Yeah, fair enough. But it's funny you mentioned that one though, because there's a lot of kind of gags on my videos, which are like really big ones, like I'm a pretty princess, for example, or I hit like a wet noodle, or just stuff like that. What you mentioned, what a lot of people like as well, and it's so weird how it's just. I'm sure you've done it in your videos too, where it's just like such a off the cuff, like kind of whatever. I'll just throw this joke in, whatever, and people really like it.
Yes,
I'm a pretty princess thing, which is such a like, oh, I don't know what else to type here. I'll just type that. It's caught on. It's my whole shtick after just some random thing in 5 seconds I decided to do it. It's so weird.
Do you feel like you get kind of sick of that, or like you're getting bored of it?
No, that's the thing.
Okay.
It's a style of comedy. I like my inspirations for comedy because I would like to class my videos as kind of comedy.
That's of course they are. They're not drama.
We like a bit of drama. But I take a lot of inspiration from. I watch a lot of kind of like British and English sketch comedy and stuff like that. I love that kind of, and a lot of them rely on the repeat gag. So you come back after different episodes and it's kind of the same like kind of characters and different sketches and stuff. I do like the repeat gag. I do. It's just. I don't
it becomes like a theme, and like everyone's familiar with it. Yeah, it works.
I do like that, and it is a bit lazy. Some people have called me out saying, "Look, it's just the same video over," but I'm like, I like that though.
Yeah.
It's not obviously the exact same video.
You can't please everyone.
5% of the gags will be the same, but the thing is, I like them a lot, and they're like kind of little sketches I like to throw in, and you see the kind of the sketches over and over, and it's good. I like it personally. And at the end of the day, that's what YouTube's about. It's about your show, and it's about whatever you want to put out, and it's nice. It's nice like that.
I think so. I actually learn a lot. I learned a lot from watching your stuff. Like, like when I was first starting out, like how to put things together and sort of balance things, and then kind of find my own way, like how, my own style of things. But I did learn a lot from you.
Yeah, it's funny because I must have done the same at some point. Like looked at some YouTubers and thought, I really like those videos. I want to do stuff like that too. And it's like, I'm sure obviously you did the same as well, where you kind of get an idea for a video and you sit down, but when you're just starting, you don't really know how to put your idea into an editing software and make it work. So the first video you do, you might learn how to make an image like zoom out. Or you might and then a few videos later, but then a few videos later, you learn how to. You keep learning. Oh, I do the video. I still do it now. In fact, today I'll be like keyframing, which means like every frame, because I want a little joke where like a little image like tracks exactly to like an NPC's head. Even when the camera's moving around, it's like kind of sticking the glue to them almost like it's on the actual game. And I've been looking at like better ways to do that. And every video, there's still something I Google, like, how do I do this? And over time, you build this repertoire, and then eventually you get to a point where you kind of learn so much editing things. You know how you get an idea, and you know exactly how to translate that into a piece of software. And
I don't know how easy is that to do, and you use Sony Vegas, right?
I do, but at this point, a lot of people say I should use Premiere, but I do use Sony Vegas.
What have you used Premiere? By the way, bye, Kami. Good luck with your run. You better keep up that fucking. You're at the top of the ranking, aren't you? If you lose that ranking, I'm gonna disown you.
She is. She's serious.
What was I saying?
About Adobe.
Yes. See, I use Premiere, and I like it, but I also feel that it needs a lot of babying here and there. And I've been wondering if I should switch over to Sony Vegas. Have you tried Premiere at all?
That's a thing. I have tried Premiere, and again, it's like kind of like because usually the progression is like people start at Sony Vegas because you can find a naughty version of it online for free, but don't say I said that. Yeah. But
no, I pay for mine.
But then after they get like used to doing video stuff, they want to move over to Premiere. So it's weird to hear it the other way around, because what it is, the only reason I don't want to do the switch is that I don't want to spend like 6 months learning how to do what I do in Sony Vegas on there, because I have to relearn a bunch of like how to do basic stuff again. It's all like different ways around.
I think the flow of video editing for like whatever software it is, it's pretty much the same. Just from how I see things, because I mean, I think like professional video editors, I mean, they should be able to have that versatility. You know, what if the shit doesn't work? You have to be able to use something else when you go somewhere else, for example.
Yeah.
And it's just like editing sound, for instance. Like sound programs are all pretty much the same, I think. So I don't think it'd be too difficult. Premiere is very easy to understand.
Yeah, I've been meaning to give it a go for a while, but that's besides the point. With Sony Vegas, the kind of thing is that it does everything I want it to do, really. So
are you able to do that tracking thing that you said you
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I do it. Now, I know that's the thing. I know in Premiere, there's like actual scripts what help do it for you. I know there is, because I've been shown them.
Yeah, you gotta create them though. And I think like for this sort of camera tracking stuff, it's easier to do it in what's that? After Effects.
Yeah, that's it. I always get the two mixed up. After Effects, that is it. But anyway, no, in Sony Vegas, I just do it all by hand. It takes about it takes long, about 10-20 minutes sometimes. But the result's really nice, actually. It's really cool. I do like the result.
See, that makes me want to do it, because I don't like After Effects. It's so different from Premiere, and yeah, I'd rather use something.
I don't know if you've seen it in my videos. You know, when I get like a bit of text and I kind of track it to someone's head to make it look like that for a split second.
No, yeah, I've seen it. Hi, Japan. How are you?
Like little small stuff like that only takes about 5 minutes, and it's a nice little effect. I like it. It's fun.
Just making sure I have everything ready. So how's everyone doing today? Have you guys been doing more of the update, the gauntlet? Because you said you were kind of fed up with it when you first tried it. Like how you said you well, you don't have a lot of the prosthetics, but
no.
But you managed to unlock the big boy one, so you beat you beat the three little ones.
The only reason I'm getting frustrated is that I'll get to like on the big 17 one, I'll get to Demon of Hatred, or actually that's all I get to. I only get to Demon of Hatred and I just die, and it's like
oh, that sucks because it's really far down.
Exactly, that's the only thing putting me off. Now I don't mind dying to Demon of Hatred. That's like, oh, okay, well I can practice that. What I don't like is wasting 40 minutes going for another go.
I know.
Just 40 minutes just having another go. It's like, oh.
And it's more than 40 minutes for me because I faff around a lot. Like, you know, I need to eat, use the restroom, take the dog out.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I'm not just sitting here this whole time. And I get nervous, you know, as it's kind of like doing a run. Like as I go deeper and deeper in, it's like I need a little bit of a break here.
Now I had a bit of that because I'm going to upload it to YouTube soon. I did a Dark Souls Broken Sword Deathless run. I managed to do that.
You did it, or I did it.
Yeah. I did get lucky though. I got my 4th attempt, and I was like, how the no, I shouldn't have. I should. I didn't deserve it. I didn't felt. But anyway, that is 3 hours and 11 minutes. That was, and you sat there like 2.5 hours, and you're like, oh, you're just not feeling well. I felt like sick to my stomach. I was like, oh, you're right. It's stressful.
Did you
awful.
have to do it in several takes?
Oh no, I did it all in one take.
Wow, holy shit! You've got some fucking skills, man.
I think I'm a lot better at Dark Souls than Sekiro.
Then, that's your best one versus 2.
I'd
2
say I'm
and
better
3.
at Dark Souls than Sekiro. Yeah, I would say.
I'd
probably say you're better at Sekiro than me. I really would.
Well, it's because I put a shit ton of hours into it. Like,
yeah,
I put it in the same amount of time into Sekiro as you have in Dark Souls. Well, probably not as much because you've been playing it for years. So, but I'm reading this. You're gonna do Andrew. You're gonna do a no heal Demon Bell run. It's really. Are you doing deathless no heal though? Like no reviving. That shit's hard. And how much of it are you gonna do? You gotta let me know. So I know how to do it. I am so excited to show this book because I've just rambled on about it for ages and ages, and I can finally show what's in it. Dropped pill bottle. So I've already scanned 48 images, and they're all amazing, and they're all just I picked the ones that have like the highest kind of point of interest, like shit you can talk about, you know, and not just some picture of just some guy like a fucking John Swordsman, you know. We don't care about that.
Yeah.
But like this is okay, this is the book. You got an Asian face for reference. That's how big it is. An Asian hand. And it's fucking massive. It's so heavy. How many pages is it? 200 and see, it's all in Japanese. Like even the numbers are Japanese. It's 302 pages. Ooh, look at this shit at the back. I fucking totally didn't see these. They even have names. Oh, I missed it. I'm so sorry. Look at these.
I think your names are better though. Your names are better.
I can see it. There. 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 These are all the emblems that we see in the game. I totally missed this page. It even has the names like for what they are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make up for this. I'm gonna scan this in and put this on the Discord so you guys can ask about
I can't really
it.
see them from here.
You can't see them in on. Can you see them on the stream?
Oh, I can see them on the stream now. Yep, there we go.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And you know what? I actually have no idea what they're from, what symbols they are.
Oh, what they are?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
If only the book could tell us.
This fucking dust cover. It does tell us. So like, so like this one is Hirata. It says right here. And even the name is. It's so literal. This is like flat.
Yeah.
Field. Family. Flat field family crest. So Hirata is kind of like it's kind of like a province, isn't it? Or that provides for them, provides for the Ashina main, you know, people. Yeah, I don't know. And then this one is Sempo, and the characters for it, like this one is like god or deity, mountain, and temple. Yeah. Yes.
That's so funny.
It's pretty crazy.
It's so funny. Yeah.
And let me just show like an example of what I wouldn't put in there, like why I didn't scan them.
Yeah.
Like because we don't give a shit. So we see it all the time, like fucking like Inosuke sitting. That you know, we always see him next to Lady Butterfly. We see him plenty of times. So like just that, for instance. Yeah. But like it's
exactly.
So there's like hundreds and hundreds of images. So I already scanned the most interesting things. I translated all the names, and I need my fucking phone. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Because I have the translations on the phone. Show my cam fully. Well, no, I can't do that, Depan, because I'm showing the images. I already set it all up. It's all set up to where the images.
Let's get some images on screen.
Let's get started.
Come on.
Let me open up the translations. Okay, let's start. Let's start with the very first one. Okay. Art book images. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is the book cover. And, you know, that's like the very start of the game, you know, where they form that oath. I love that drawing.
That is a nice drawing.
It's really
I like it
cool.
a lot.
Yeah.
You could put that on a poster, you really could.
You could. Nice. I would buy it. See, that's on the inside of the dust cover. Yeah. Like that. Yeah. And then, so this next one is interesting. So this one is Emma's letter. So,
so this is the thing she drops down at the start of the game. Like,
yeah,
there you go, Wolf.
that's see, she fucking tricks us. Like, she's telling you to go to this place so you can get your arm chopped off, and then don't you think, like, see, nobody fucking thinks that she's you know, a lying cunt.
Bad
like
person, yeah.
I'm
Oh,
telling
she's a lying cunt.
she is a lying cunt. Like, you know, at the end when, okay, we'll talk about this.
Wait, no, sorry, okay, hold the horses. Do people actually like her? People actually think
Yes!
she's cool?
They're like, she's my waifu and all that stuff. Like, come
Because
on.
on the very first playthrough, as soon as I saw her talking to fucking Genishu, I'm like, you absolute snake.
I know, they were like, it's
going on?
like they were scheming for him, for his
Exactly.
death. Yeah, they were, yeah,
Right.
absolutely. See, I always thought that, see, okay, when you beat the dragon and you end up in Kuro's room, why the fuck is he laying there with his sword out? Who is he fighting? And then, you know, some people say that, oh, he might have been running out to go fend for the castle because it's under siege. No, he isn't. It was under siege already. He didn't give a shit. He was sitting there just drinking.
And this is after as well that he has to give blood as well, right? Because he has to do that thing where you have to, Kuro.
Yeah. You have
to.
You have to cut him and.
But he's not cutting himself.
No. You gotta do it.
Yeah.
We gotta be careful about what we say. We can't talk shit about children. By the way, that's how one of my streams got taken down one time. But it's okay. You gotta do all that stuff in order to get to the fountainhead. Remember? Yeah. But what I'm saying is, you come back and he's lying there dead, and she's, you know, what's she doing? She gives you a key to go to that same place where you got your arm chopped off. And she's always lying. Like, remember?
No, she is.
But like, she's saying that, oh, I don't remember this shit. Yes, you do. How come, like, you know, when you're confronted a million times, then now I remember.
Well, like, you have to think about she's always been caught lying, and she's a lying bastard. But obviously there must be a reason. Why? Unless she just wants to fuck Sekiro over.
No, I think it's not that. I think, okay, this is a lore video that I really want to work on. I'm so happy that we're actually talking about this. See, there's a huge, the big story is actually, it's very hidden. It's the conflict between Emma and Wolf, because, see, Emma, she represents a mythological figure in Japanese folklore, very powerful, lying, like very well known for lying mythological figure. And Wolf is quite literally a wolf. He's a guiding spirit. That's what wolves are. And the villagers, and they offer rice to these wolf spirits for protection and guidance. So that's why Wolf likes to eat rice. He doesn't like to cook them. He doesn't know how. But Emma, see, what Emma wants and what he wants are completely the opposite. She is all about distraction and deception, and he is about guidance. And his job is to guide Kuro down the path to sever immortality. And what she wants, see, I think this world that we are in is her world, and she wants to keep everything the same so she can maintain her power. Yeah, and I think that she drove Genichiro to the way he is. He's always been kind of fucked in the head a little bit.
Well, that's the thing. It's not. I wouldn't say that's illogical, because she's always like talking someone up. Genichiro or Oro. She's always trying to like manipulate someone. Oh, go here and do this. No doubt. She's probably said to Genichiro a few times. Oh, Genichiro, go here and do this for a bit.
I know. Like, what? See, exactly. Andrew is so right. What he said in the chat. See, who is she? She's just some common slut. Like, how is she so involved in, you know, these powers that be? She's always around like the most powerful people. You know, why is that? I'm just saying, like, I think when I'm getting off track here. When we get to the castle, I think that Ishin came over to Kuro's room to protect him. But how did he know about that? Emma told him to come over here, says Kuro is in danger. And who killed him? Genichiro killed him with the black blade, because there's no way he can fight against that.
Yeah.
And he killed him as kind of like a last resort to absorb his powers into the black blade. And I think Genichiro was all lost. Like, he's completely lost his way.
Yeah.
Like he thinks
Yeah.
he's trying to save Ashina, but really he's just driven by vengeance.
That's a big theme about Gicho's, the kind of story arc where like he's clearly inherited this kingdom. He's quite proud of it, and then this.
But he's under a lot of pressure too.
Exactly, under a lot of pressure. He's being sieged by these people and all that. And he's got this one-armed wolf knocking about the place. There's talks of Shura happening. Shura might be happening. He's like, no, Shura won't happen. So he's got all this pressure, and then he's got this one-armed wolf coming around knocking him up. And so of course he's like, I've got beat up by this one-armed like
this little orange dude.
So, exactly. So I'm going to go off and try and get some power. He's quite desperate for it. It's the only kind of way he can kind of establish any sort of foothold against the invasion, against an impending threat of Shura, against a lot of things. So it isn't again. And these ideas can easily come from Emma talking into his ear, like, "Oh, watch out for the wolf! He's coming! He's going to get you."
I know. Exactly. Exactly. He's, in fact, his name, the meaning of his name reveals just how kind of fucked up he is. It's so good. So I'm gonna go into the translation of this thing, because we're going way off tangent.
We are.
That top, that all those lines, those little. See, I'll explain to you. Kanji or Japanese, Chinese and Japanese are traditionally read top to bottom, right to left. So it's completely like pear-shaped compared to reading in English. So, where the fuck is my my thingoid, my translations? It's not like I need it, but I just want to make sure that I don't lose it. Okay, right here. Okay, so the top, no, not the top. The very first big like line that we see on it's like the title. It's so funny. Like, if you analyze the characters word by word, it makes no sense. But the first 3 characters, that is Ashina City. And then the next 4 characters, it's water, hand, curved, wheel.
Right.
Right. It makes no sense, but I think that means the reservoir.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I know. Obviously, I don't know much about Japanese, but I know a lot of it is interpretation as such.
Yeah. I don't know why it's named that, but that's the reservoir. And then those tiny little characters that are at the top, that's actually the prologue, where it says Ishin, kind of what is it? Ishin, his nation has been ransacked, and for the remaining 20 years, and there's characters for setting sun, and then the ninja known as Wolf has lost everything, including his foster father who trained him and the master that he should be guarding. So should be. But see, that's why I wanted to know if it should be or should have been, and it should be.
Yes.
It should be.
Should be.
So yeah, it's pretty interesting. And then that scribble that Emma wrote, I can't read it because she can't.
One thing I wanted to ask, actually, going back way to topic about the letter. One thing I wanted to ask: do you remember what it said in the letter? Does it say? Do you remember?
The letter says, your something like, go to the Moonview Tower. Your master is there, and even though you don't have a sword, you can still pwn. Just stay silent, stay vigilant. Yeah, I remember that.
All right.
Yeah, something along those. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it says. But what's really intriguing of this whole page is actually the tiny little characters on the bottom left corner.
That little gold circle around it, yeah?
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's a gold circle, and then there's a bunch of characters going down. That is it's so weird because I think that's her name, and it says it's the writing or the letter of this name, and it's actually a flower, and it's I really tried my best to translate it to make sure it's right, and it's called a calamus. And what it is, there's 3 meanings for it. It's a medicinal plant. It's mentioned in the Bible for an anointing oil applied to priests and objects in the tabernacle. And there's also the hollow lower part of the shaft of a feather, which lacks barbs. So it's like a quill. So I don't know. it kind of implies more like, I guess it just means like her job, since there's medicinal
Yeah, because like
properties.
medicine kind of healer
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah. Like that's
Yeah.
kind of like how people's names were back then. Like it's like that in
Yeah.
Europe too. Like your name is your job. Like, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I get a letter from a doctor. I don't get a letter from name. Exactly.
Okay, so I'm gonna take this off, and then we'll go here. So that's a. I just thought that was pretty.
That's a good one. I like that one. Give me another number.
This is number. That one is number 3. Yes.
3.
Yeah. And then.
Oh, there he is. There he is, our little boy.
Yeah. I think I just it's beautiful to be able to see
nice
like that's how they conceptualized it. Yeah. Bye, Izzy. You gotta go. You gotta come back. Come back.
Yeah, you better do.
I know. And then okay, this one's good. This one is number 4. Okay. And this.
Before we go on, sorry.
Yeah.
Before we go on about the well, I just wanted to point out nothing to do with the law, just how much actually I think this is a really good design, gameplay-wise. It teaches the player, because obviously if you're like a fan of the kind of Souls-like or whatever, you play Sekiro, you've got to get accustomed to all this jumping stuff that's happening. And
oh yeah, that's the very first thing they taught you to do is to do the Mario double jump.
I just think from a gameplay-wise perspective, I think it's really cool. It teaches you how to do a kick jump and a wall jump, and it's really cool.
Yes, I think that was actually my very first reaction when I did it. I was like, oh, it's the Mario jump.
Yeah. I just think it's like a really intuitive, good way of teaching the player. That's all.
They've always, FromSoft has always been amazing with level design.
Yeah.
Like I've never had anything to complain about their level design. Seriously, like I think though that the learning curve for Sekiro in the beginning is very steep, even though they throw a ton of tutorial like pages at you, like the menus. And it gets really annoying when you're good at it and then you just want to get through it, you know. I wish they gave you the option to turn that shit off, but I still think it's really steep because they didn't really explain the deflection system, the posture system. Like it's very vague. It's very vague, and it's almost like, oh, you did it wrong, well, do it better then.
Anyway, I want to look at them before.
I do hate this fucking well though. When you have to fight that Long Johnsman down there.
Oh god,
the long
Lone Shadow.
Long man. That's his name. Long man.
Dungeon attack thing. Yeah.
I do it too. But still, you gotta really like kind of push, like you gotta angle it to where you're pushing him into the wall and not the other way around.
Yeah, the real piece of shit.
So this is number 4, and this is let's see, at the very top. So we're doing top to bottom. That is abandoned temple inside you. And then
is that all the monks has been carving?
So those are I think those are those
the Buddhas,
monks.
The Buddhas.
Those are Buddhas. Yeah, those are angry
the
Buddhas.
Buddhas that he's carving.
Buddhas with angry faces. And the box, that offering box, I've always been curious about it. See, the name for it is really weird. The name says kitchen.
What?
I know. Or I don't know why.
Dishwasher. What's going on?
That fucking box. Like I never understood why there's so much blood in it. Like what are they? What are they doing?
What box is it? Is it where you put the charm to teleport the memory? Is that the box?
No. It's the box that's like it's dead center in the, like when you head up into the temple. The sculpture is always kind of facing it. It's right in the middle.
Right. Yes. No, I can see it now. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
There's always blood there. Like I don't understand. It's always creeped me out.
If I was to put some sort of head canon to that, because obviously the sculptor, he's having a bit of trouble with Shura, trying not to like succumb to it.
So what? Do you think he's bleeding himself and offering it or something?
I'll admit, I don't think he's like, hurting anyone else.
No, I don't think.
Because if he did that, he would just fully go with the Shura.
What'd you say?
Yakiniku grill.
It's his yakiniku grill.
He's got one arm, so it's not like it's easy to cook shit. Probably cut himself.
Oh, so that's why he makes a mess because he can't clean that up very well because he's only got one arm.
Yeah, he's just a big clumsy old man.
I do like. Sorry.
I do like the sculptor, how like he starts off, he's carving very angry looking Buddha, but he's getting a bit better. He's carving nice looking Buddha as he goes on, getting less angry.
It's getting better as the years go by.
Yeah, he's getting better. How long do you think he's been sat there doing that?
Geez, you know, that's
20
the
years.
thing about this game is that you don't really know like how long
Yeah.
have these cycles been going. It's like Dark Souls, you know, that shit's been going on for ages.
Yeah.
So long that like time starts getting convoluted in DS3.
Okay, can you tell me anything about the little scrolls in the bottom right?
The scrolls, see, these are actually the spirit emblems that you see stuck around all over the temple.
Oh,
But what's
yeah.
really weird is the translation for it. It says Imperial Short Note. So I don't know why it's.
Are they all the same note? Because the characters look the same on them. They all
Well,
look kind of
yeah, they're pretty much the same characters. Like they're meant to ward off evil. Like that's what people do. Like they put these emblems, they stick these emblems on places that they want to safeguard. Or that's why there's actually some on that box that you see in the Fountainhead Palace where you get a gourd seed in that little house, that dark house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
That's
I don't
pretty
know
cool.
why it's Imperial Notice. If anyone can explain that, that would be great.
I don't know. Maybe it's going to put them up because you say people go away. I'm trying to not be sure here. Go away. Maybe.
Well, yeah, it's definitely to ward off the hatred and stuff. Can I turn down the background volume? I can certainly do that. Hang on. Let's turn it down by 5 decibels. How's that? Is that better? Let me know, Lupus. What really interests me on this page, like the most interesting, is actually the bell. The description of the bell is actually, it's the first characters is seeming or maybe, if so, like not really real, and then the next characters are image, guard, and bell. So this is Kuro's bell. So I think it means that this isn't real. Like it seems like a bell that, I don't know why the word God
doesn't belong
in there.
to like.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't belong to him. Yeah. Well, see, it's that Grandma Peggy that made it for him, and she was all fucked up. Remember, she gave him the bell. She gave Wolf the bell, thinking that he's her son, and she said, "I made this with the young lord in mind." Yeah, and remember when you find her at Hirata, she's all fucking just coked out of her goddamn mind. So she doesn't know which way is which. So that's very interesting. Like that it says that what it's not seeming what it should be. So yeah.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, because maybe like it's just a bell was like made for Kuro, but might not be like made for him. Or I don't know.
It might not be. See, I always wondered, like young lord. Are you implying it's Kuro? Because if you look at Inosuke, the guy with no eyes sitting there that gives you the snap seed, he's not wearing the same shit that those John Samurai are wearing.
No,
he's in much fancier armor, and he must be at a higher level, because why would he be living at this fancy estate with his fucking mother? You know, she wouldn't be allowed here. I'm just saying, like, if he's just some busboy that works here, his mom wouldn't be able to live here. So he must be pretty high up. So I wonder if he's the lord. But then that doesn't make sense, because she said, "I made this with a young lord in mind." She was talking to him. But anyway, that's just interesting. Here's the battlefield, and
it's a nice one.
that's what that's number 5. That's what that is what the castle.
Where you fight Gilbo.
That is what it should have looked like with all those birds. Like it's supposed to be so much that like you can barely see the sky. That was the original concept.
One of the level designers stated that if they had the resources, it would have been a blacked out sky and impeding on your view of the fight with Kyoku.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That would be. I would love that.
Would it have? See, I think it would have been funny if it was kind of like Resident Evil, where you had to kill the birds. I like that idea. Like it's very, I like that idea. It's almost like Bloodborne-y, isn't it? Like to have the sky.
I just like this idea where in the kingdom there's been so many fights in the same place. It's just fucked up.
Yeah.
It's the same battlefield over and over and over and over. It's just like all these crows just there now.
I feel like they should have done with more dead bodies too.
Yeah. I thought they could have done that maybe.
That, and just so you know, the translation is simply battlefield remnant. So what remains of the battlefield?
Ah,
Okay.
cool.
So this one.
There's a bit more grass there than I remember. A bit more grass than I remember there. Sorry.
No, it's fine. The next one, number 6. See, I think this is. It looks like where you bypass the Woo Man.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. But then there's that little dead thing next to him, which doesn't look like it belongs.
I don't know, but the name for it is that these are the characters is Sky, God Tower, House, Root of. So this is the root of what I don't understand why root of, but this is a God Tower. This is the top of a God Tower. I think that's what it means. And then that makes me wonder: is this kind of like the tower that you go to after you fight Gyobu and you meet Ishin, the Tengu?
Yes.
And then you go up and you get the bead in there. Like I wonder if you would have been able to climb up on the roof, because that's the only God tower I can think of.
It's just that the only thing that got me on this is the little dead body. I don't know. It looks like a little dragon head.
Doesn't it?
Almost. Oh, it almost looks like, when you fight the Flying Dragon, you got that first phase of all those little dragon sprouts. It almost reminds me of that, almost.
It does. Let me get a better look at it.
Because I zoomed in because maybe I'm just seeing it wrong, but I'm seeing it at the bottom right is a little dragon head.
It does look like a.
Maybe I'm just seeing it.
No,
wrong,
I see it. I see it. It looks weird. It does look like a dead animal of some kind.
Maybe
or
it's just something
is that one of those? No, that can't be. I was thinking if it could be one of the Woo Mans, then it can't be.
Maybe we're just seeing it through a different lens. I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever.
It's a cool picture, though.
It is. It's just full of awesome stuff. Okay, this is the screen that that is in the room with the pajama boy and the hot pants.
Pajama boy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I always do this trick with getting rid of those two. Is I'm looking around the corner and then I use the shards to get their attention. So I always got to break the screen first, and then you got to wait a beat and then hit the hot pants.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you don't do it right, then both of them will come at you.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
I like this. I like this. It's quite a rare look into what might have been looking like in peaceful times.
Yeah, I think this must have been, this looks like Hirata, because those are fields and there's a river there. I think that must be it. And this must have been ages ago. There's some paintings and scrolls in here that indicate that they happened a long time ago.
The river and the bridges just kind of reminds me of outside of Hirata Estate. It looks a bit like when you first go across that bridge in the rivers. It reminds me of that almost.
It does, but you know what? Yeah. It actually reminds me of Mibu as well.
Oh yeah, maybe before it got all messed up.
This is actually oh, it is. Yeah. Oh, I missed that. But this is actually the foundation of Ashina. So this is like the beginnings of Ashina.
Oh, that's nice. I do like that. That is nice.
Yeah, but then it makes me wonder: is that Mibu then? Like, did they start from that low?
Yeah.
So this is Mibu then. Yeah, it makes sense. That there's that river, with the bridge that looks very similar to the bridge that you crossed. Maybe a bit bigger than that. Yeah. Okay.
It's hard to imagine Mibu not in the dark and all that stuff.
I know. It's always creeped me out. Like, how is there any light at all down here? Yeah. It's fucking witchcraft. I don't like it. I don't like witchcraft.
No,
this one. We've always wondered about this one. See, if you look at it in the game, I always thought he's got like a crab claw.
What on
our left side, his right hand looks like a crab claw.
Yeah, I've not noticed it in game, but I can see it now.
It just doesn't look. It doesn't look like a cape. It looks like a crab claw. Fuck. And I always wonder does that spear he's using? I'm trying to think whose it resembles, because that's not Gyobu's spear. Oh, he's one of the 7 spears.
No, it resembles. It's like a French ruler, English ruler, a baton, or a symbol of church.
Oh, kind of like a big scepter of sorts.
It's just a symbol of the authority of who's the land.
Oh, so it's not really a weapon.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's because I always thinking it was a spear, but then I didn't see the spear end. But yeah, you're right. It's just like a big baton almost. Yeah.
Yeah, he's super fancy. This one says Sky Guard Corridor, and then the title next to his scroll, it says Call Sea Between Hanging Scroll. So I don't know what that means.
These are the guardians between Ashina and the Divine.
Oh,
against those that wish to take it.
That's really cool.
It's just like protectors of the Holy Land kind of deal, where they don't want people taking their water.
So Ashina is considered the Holy Land.
Well, it was built on top of it.
Right. Built on top of the holy waters. Okay, and these are like the holy guardians. Okay.
And then the water got all
See, it reminds me of. Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
Because it reminds me of Gyobo, obviously with the horse. So it makes me think maybe that's what Gyobo used to be.
Yeah, it's the only guy we see on a horse, so.
Yeah, well, so it makes me think like, oh, did Gyobo used to do that?
I think so too. I wondered if these were the seven spears, but
obviously, like Gyobo is quite a trusted person in the Ashina kind of generals and rankings. So maybe he used to be one of these holy people, and he's retired, and he's still got his little horsey knocking about. And he's still defending.
It's not the seven spears.
It's not the seven spears. I know. But I always thought that the story of Gyobu was very interesting because he was just some bandit. He was just some bandit that showed that he could really pwn, and so Ishin was like, "Oh, I like you, so here, just take this horse, take this spear, and guard the fucking gates." But I mean, he's the real reason why Ashina's falling. Have you ever seen how he runs at the walls?
No.
You've never seen him glitch out, like he keeps running.
Oh, I've seen that. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, he's always running into the walls. He's the reason why Ashina's falling. I mean, look at him.
Messing up.
I know.
Like, I'll protect the gate. Just runs away from the gate. Like, okay, so I'll see you later.
And he always gets stuck on the cliffs too. I fucking hate that.
Yeah, no, I've seen that.
Oh, let me read what Andrew says. It does look like a Senpo staff. This soldier represents both Ashina and Senpo. Oh, like when they used to be working together before they got divided, like before the Senpo monks, they got corrupted and wanted to pursue like their own immortality.
I like that story beat. That's a really cool part of the story. I like that one.
The emblem down there, that means that from what I can gather, it's their emblem. It's the emblem of these divine holy warriors. That's cool. Okay.
Looks like a little phoenix.
Let's go to the next one. It's oops, sorry, got the wrong one. Exit. Okay, this one is a very pretty one. It's found in Ishin's room. This is number 8.
Oh, is his room?
Actually, it says number 7. Yes, this is number 7. Number 7. Sorry, it's number 7. Is it? No. Sorry, I'm so sorry. It's number 8. It's number 8. It's number 8. It's number 8. The next one is number 9. This one, characters are. See, I need help here. It says it's a painting, and then there's coat, like covering or whatever. Why? I don't understand. Oh, I mean, I see a river, so. Is that what it means? Like this river is covering the lands? Is that what it means, you think? I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
But I just thought it was interesting because we see it and
do you not see the top pattern and the low bottom pattern? The ones branches are dry, the bottom are alive.
Oh yeah, they are.
You know what happens with the water from the divine realm, how it flows down into Mibu through Ashina.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what does coat have to do with it then?
Coating the land.
Coating the land with magic and black magic.
Magic water.
Black.
It's black magic. This one, I like the name here, and it's a beautiful painting with those birdoids. It's number 9, and it says Ashina Flow Field, and it's a painted screen. So this is just more shit from Ashina long ago. We don't see those birds.
I like it. It gives like a bit of world building.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? Because Keith was talking at the same time.
I was just saying, I appreciate all this little small stuff. It's like world building. Makes the world more fleshed out.
They really filled this world with so much detail.
Yeah.
I think they did this more so than any of their previous titles.
Yeah.
They really did, like, and it's not just because it's colorful and all that, like, it just, maybe because of the historical aspect as well, don't you think? Like, because it is rooted in real history versus, well, no, Bloodborne is pretty rich in detail too.
Yeah, it's got them.
But it doesn't have shit like this, you know, like all these paintings and stuff that you can see. I wish we could see birds. We don't fucking see any birds other than those crows.
There's a lot of beautiful paintings in Bloodborne.
There are?
Yeah, the Castle Canehurst.
Oh yeah, in Canehurst. I fucking forgot about that.
Yeah, that's true.
So the next one is it's just a really cool drawing. It's
the same picture again on the little screen on the right, isn't it?
Wait, what? No. The next one is the Dojo Man. Did I skip?
I don't know. I was saying, like, if I go back to the previous one, on the screen on the right hand side, it's the same picture of the bird. I thought it looks like the same picture, at least.
Oh, the two paintings? No, is it?
No, I was talking on the one with the Dojo Man. He's sat on the screen on the right hand side. It's the same. It looks like the same picture to me.
Is it? Oh, let me. I'd never fucking
with the
noticed
bird
that.
like flying away in the waterfall and the tree.
Let me have a look. I
looks to me, at
absolutely
least.
didn't notice that.
Maybe I'm just tripping.
Because it does. It is the same. Because that's the same.
Maybe.
Oh man. Hey now. Because that's supposed to be in Ishin's room. That bird one. God damn it.
I don't know. Maybe they're just recycling stuff.
I know. I don't like that.
That is Ishin's room.
This is Ishin's room? Oh, the dojo. But this is the dojo.
Yeah, that's his room.
That's not his room. His room's...
Oh my... He is the head of the Ashina clan.
Oh, so you're saying that painting wasn't found in his drinking room. It was found here. Okay, I get you. Yeah. Okay, I understand. This one is a good one.
Yeah.
This one, I actually had to go to the subreddit translator to get them to translate the scribbly handwriting because I couldn't fucking read it. It's like fucking Japanese shorthand, like doctor's handwriting. I couldn't do it.
Right. Yeah.
And let me actually grab it, because it's very interesting. What they said is, see, it's actually someone else had already transcribed it, and they gave me the link for it. And so here it goes. In Ashina is a monster who controls thunder. It looks as if a female samurai. The founder of Ashina swallowed the liver of, now this is weird, the liver of the genius of the swamp. Now that's really wrong.
I'm assuming it's referring to the river eels that you eat.
Yes, the eels. Yeah, the eel liver. So the founder of Ashina swallowed the liver of the genius of the swamp to confront it. And this tells me, we always thought that this is Tomoe.
Yes, we do.
But now we know that it's not, because...
It's a big monster.
Well, it's also because, well, they treated the Okami as that. It is beautiful, isn't it, Noah?
It is very nice.
I think it's because... No, I don't think it's ghosts.
Well,
I think...
they're considered ghosts.
They are considered ghosts and spirits because they're doing all this weird shit. But I don't think it's specifically her, because all the Okami warriors can wield lightning. And this is the founder of Ashina, so this is like the first Ashina leader. So this isn't even Ishin.
Yeah.
Oh, this is way back.
This is way back, like probably like hundreds of years ago.
This is when Ashina was founded, and then they realized that the fountainhead is protected by these ghosts, which are in fact Okami.
Well, they drove them out though.
Well, this is their encounter. I mean, they had to have encountered them.
I do like that he's standing in a river. He's standing in a river and she's way up top. And the description, the title of the painting on the side, it says...
and by the way, that's not a river, that's a cloud.
That's a cloud?
That's how Japanese interpret clouds.
I thought clouds were... No, because there's these... hang on. I know the difference between clouds and water. Because there's these little... kind of white tips here, and the way that these lines go, I'm pretty sure that's water, because if it's clouds, they're like look at her clouds. Like they're more like
Because those are Tumin's clouds.
squiggly lines.
Yeah. But he's not.
Like here, like on top of her hair, those are clouds.
Agree to disagree.
No, I'm not gonna agree. But
You're wrong.
I'm not wrong. Hey, I studied this shit, you know.
So did I. You're wrong.
Well, who's the Asian here? See, I know.
Oh, now you're Asian.
I've always been Asian. The title of it is Ancient Battle Hanging Scroll. So this happened. This just tells us it happened.
And this is what is actually in game as well, but just very much.
Oh yeah,
can't
you see it in the dojo.
Yeah, but you can't see it because it's too small.
I've always tried to read the thing, but I couldn't see it. But yeah,
it's really nice to see it up close at this.
Oh, it's nice, and you get to download it since I gave you the folder.
Yay!
So the next one is number 13, and
After a temple.
I love that. I love it.
Is that our little wolf boy?
It is our wolf boy because you can see his sword, you can see his hair. I wish that we could have done that. I wish that it's just so Spec Ops sneaky beaky.
I know that the water kind of stealth.
I love it. I love being like swimming up
too.
like that. It's kind of looks like Apocalypse Now. You've probably not seen it. It's an old people movie. But I wish that. See, that makes me think. Like I wish that we had just a little bit more stealth-based gameplay in here. Like
because obviously the ramp without implies you're meant to sneak around in the water, then take the ramp up into the temple. That's the implied sneak path, and obviously. It lacks. Well, I wouldn't say Sekiro is lacking in stealth.
No, it doesn't lack it.
There.
But I wish it was a little bit more. Like
I wish it was more like it was more of an option more of the time.
Yes.
Because it's a good option when you see it, but it doesn't come up as much in the later games. In the later kind of areas like Cloud Temple and all that stuff. You're very much funneled straight on, and yeah.
I am gonna Andrew. I am gonna provide the link to download all these images in the Discord, so you can use it to your heart's content. All right.
He's taking it back.
Well, no. Look at in this, whereas like everything's on fucking fire. You know what? I always like seeing this fire. By the way, weren't you impressed the very first time you've gone to Hirata, and it just looks so real, doesn't it?
What I do like about it, which is what a lot of games don't do with fire, is how like smoky and smoked over it is.
And embers.
Yeah, it's when there's the big fire like this, it just gets like smoggy. It's just like everywhere. And in fire in games, it's just like, oh, it's just a big glowy thing over there. But it looks like there's just smoke and dust and smog just caked around. It's really cool.
It does.
Makes it seem very deep.
And the ambience too, like how the whole fucking place, it's all red like this. I can't. It's just amazing. Whereas, even some of the more recent games, they just don't put the effort into it. It doesn't seem like, like they just make it kind of just a thing on the side. Whereas the fire is the whole environment in this this particular area. And it was raining. That's true.
Yeah. As far as having like a fire environment in your game, because a lot of games like to have, let's have a fiery place or like a whatever. I prefer this than like a lava place. Like Dark Souls. I
know. But you get the orange charred ring, so it's not too bad.
Well, but I'm just from like an aesthetic kind of point of view. I love this rather than kind of big lava.
Rather than walking around in lava. Yeah, it gets annoying. I think. Having to tiptoe around the lava all the time.
Yeah. What's that? We'll probably leave this one. What's that big mound in the middle? Is that a burnt down house or is it like a big bush?
The mound in the middle.
So like I'm looking at the right hand side where
that's. I'm trying to think of what it was in the
game. I don't remember it being like a big lump right in the middle of the courtyard like that. So.
No, it was on the edge of the water. There's there is like the edge of the water is on fire and there's like trees and rocks and stuff. So that is what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always thought FromSoft did an amazing job with fire ever since the beginning, ever since Demon Souls.
Yeah.
And like it just kind of evolved how like it started out as more fantastical. Like if you think of Dark Souls fire and then
bonfire
Sekiro.
Is just like
right. The bonfire looks it's real fantasy. And now they've gone like, but then you see like even here in Sekiro, it's not hyper realistic. but it doesn't need to be. You know,
It really doesn't.
Yes, like you said,
When you go so much down hyperrealism, you lose to captivate the imagination.
I think
And
so. That
those-
exactly.
yeah.
That's where you start comparing with, you know, actual reality, and then, you know,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel real at all. All right, so next go to the next one. This is the Buddha.
Big Buddha. Is this in Senpo Temple? Is
yes.
it?
No, not in Senpo.
Or
This
is it
is the one.
Butterfly, Lady Butterfly?
Lady Butterfly.
Yes.
That's her.
Right.
That's her Buddha that she jumps off of. Oh my! You know, one time.
Is that like a little? Is that like a little human guy for scale?
That's
What's he doing there?
that's a guy for scale, exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, one time I was learning to no hit her, and she glitched and she was stuck up in the hat, the Buddha hat.
And there's that little circle things.
Yes, yeah, exactly. She was stuck up up there, and I couldn't get her, but she could get me. So that was really annoying. I just had to comment on that. I also like the title. It just says Big Buddha.
Is that what it says? Big
Yeah,
Buddha?
it does say Big Buddha.
Big Buddha. That's good. I like how there's that difference between water of the sky of earth. Big Buddha.
That was Big
It's
Buddha.
like, yeah.
I like this one. This next one.
Do you know any idea what those things in the middle are? It looks like offerings, like food and stuff, maybe.
I don't think those
Offerings.
are. I don't think those are offerings for food, yo. I don't know. Do you think
No
so?
idea.
Like,
I don't know. Do
Let me-
people
let
do that
me-
with Buddha things to give stuff to them?
well, you know, I think incense.
Yeah, actually, it might be just a bunch of. Yeah, maybe.
Incense,
little-
not. I wouldn't say food, man. No one's gonna be eating here.
No one's gonna be in Downcast little wooden temple, no.
I know. How did you feel the very first time you came here to the dungeon where you do that leap of faith? When
you jump down that big thing.
Yeah.
When I did that, I was like, From Soft, it's gonna be a funny one here. Aren't they? A bunch of comedians gonna kill me instantly. Like, go on, then I'll play.
I was
Jump down,
madly grappling.
and it's like, I know. Well, the thing is, because obviously I'm like looking at this drop, and I'm like, From Soft are a bunch of funny bastards. They're gonna just get me killed for a bit of fun, aren't they? Nice one. I'll play along. But when you start jumping, I'm like, hang on, I've been falling maybe a bit too long. Maybe there's a trick to this.
I want to know how far can you drop before you die?
Oh no, what happens? Because I missed it the first time around. What happens? You just it's like 15 seconds. You go to the bottom and he just goes, and he just teleports back. To the top.
Right, and then he loses half his health.
Yeah.
You just ran away. Oh, Andrew ran away and it's just like, fuck this, I'm not doing this.
do you remember there's that little woman outside? Do you remember what she says? She's like, go down here.
I know, she says it's down there. It's fucking down there.
Yeah.
Go get it. That rice lady, that's her. Did you
really
do what I did? A few people did this. I don't know if it's a lot of people who did it, but a few people did this. Where, you know, she won't shut up about the rice, right? Like, give me rice. And when I found the shopkeeper Sean in Senpo, and he sells the 5-colored rice, which is basically like prism stones. And I didn't know, so when I saw, oh my god, it's rice, it's expensive, let's fucking get it. And I fucking poured rice on her thinking something would happen.
Oh.
No. Oh, thank you for the sub, Mr. Nasty. I like your name.
Thanks for that sub, dude.
What am I fucking lost my train of thought. Yeah, I actually have a video. Can you believe that video is actually pretty popular? People are actually watching that stupid video of me pouring rice on the rice lady. It's crazy. Okay, here's the next one. This one is you know the divine child, that little girl?
Yeah.
I call her Debbie because it's just too much of a mouth. It's too much a mouthful. The child of rejuvenation, all that. No, I'm not gonna say that. It's fucking Debbie. And this is that scroll that talks to you. That's what I thought.
It's like when he goes, go away.
It's a talking poster, exactly.
Yeah. Talking poster.
You know what? I get really annoyed when you're doing the run because you can't sit down. You gotta wait for her to shut up, and then you can can use the idol.
I've absolutely noticed that too. It's a piece of shit.
I like the name. I like the title of this thing. It says it's actually, you remember the idol for the ape? It's called Bodhisattva. I think that's how you say it. Bodhisattva.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Bodhisattva Buddha hanging scroll. I think this guy is kind of like a saint or equivalent of like a saint in that religion, isn't it?
Yes, it's depicting maybe a god might have had at
But
some
it's
point.
also the fact that Wolf is a spirit himself because he's.
That's right. That's right. I was gonna mention that. That like, why is it that Wolf can hear her talking through a fucking poster, and it's another proof that he is a spirit. Like he's not a human. I mean, that's why he can suck shit up, because he's. See, what happened was when Genny chopped off his arm, he died, but we don't know for how long. Like, because when he wakes up, the sculptor tells him, you've been out for a very long time. And that guy has no concept of time whatsoever. So, I mean, look at him. He can't even cook properly. But, so when Wolf wakes up, he became a vessel because of regrets. So that's why he's able to literally suck shit up. And that's why he can turn either way. He can be filled with good intentions or evil. That's why he can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Faltashura. Yeah.
See, a lot of people are not happy with that. Like they feel that, oh, he's been killing all these people all this time anyway. Why is it that when he comes up to the roof, he makes this decision? Oh, now I'm fucking Shura. I don't think like it's a little bit more than that. Like I feel like with each kill, it impacts your way of thinking with each one. And how should I explain this? I don't think it happened right at that time. I think the turning point was really not to do with all the people he's killed. It's just making that decision. Are you going to abandon Kuro or not?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly it. Exactly. He can kill loads and loads and loads of people, but it's just like him saying to himself, and like obviously he stabs Emma in the throat and he just looks in the face like, I'm all right now. I'm done now.
Well, that's
exactly. It's more of a defining moment, where she said, no, actually, yeah.
It's also to do with the fact, like with each kill, are you doing it just because, or are you remembering that you're doing this for a purpose? You're doing this for
exactly.
Kuro.
Are you doing it for a job?
Yeah.
Kuro, or are you doing it because you're a bit of a sick fuck? What's going on?
That's why did you ever get to see, I hope you don't mind, I'm fucking starving, I'm eating a burger.
It's quite alright.
Did you get to see his Shura costume in the...
I did, it looks awesome. It looks great. I put it on instantly. It looks fantastic.
I like it, but I just didn't want to use it because I'm like, oh, you look like you need a shower. I mean,
he's a stanky boy.
And look at his fucking trousers. Like, I mean, it just looks way too hobo for my taste.
No.
If I had to pick one, I would say the sculptor's uniform, what he wore, that dark one is the best one. If I had to choose one. But I like Wolf's outfit the most. I think they really put really did a bang up job with designing it. Like,
now I did do a little sneaky peeky through some of these other pictures, and there's this one later on where you get more of a look of Sekiro as a kid, Wolf as a kid.
Yeah, he's wearing the same coat. Yeah,
and he's got his same orange jacket. We'll wait until we get that one though.
I love. Well, let's talk about that then later when we.
You want to skip to that one? Skip to that one.
You want to skip to it?
It's nice. I like it a lot. It is number.
Well,
37 for me. 37 for me.
Hang on.
37.
I see it. Right here. Let me turn this one off. Where's Debbie's scroll? There we go. Yeah, he's wearing the exact same outfit.
It's going down to his feet, and you can see obviously later on it's up to his waist. So it's the same. It probably is the same jacket, isn't it?
It is the same jacket. I think so. Well, maybe I don't know because the sleeves are that length. Maybe you can just add it on. No. Actually, you know what? He rolls up his sleeves.
He does. Yeah.
Yeah, his sleeves are rolled up and tied up, and then he has those arm guards. Definitely, he has one arm guard on the left arm when he had an arm. Yeah,
because you're looking at him, he's putting his arm out. It dangles down loads. I mean, he has to kind of put it up.
I just love the design of this outfit.
I
like,
do as well. I
'cause-
don't know why Kid Wolf wasn't included more. That's great.
A lot of people just they're like, I don't like this orange, and it's not really orange. Like if you put him in all these different environments, he really blends in.
Yeah.
Like every color on his body, you can find it in nature or just the environment in general. Like it's really colorful. You know, the purple on his greaves, on his shin guards, and then the bit of red of the ribbons. Oh, it's just great. One of my favorite aspects of his design is actually the tailcoat, that it's split. That gives it the room for him to slip his belt in. And also for
sneaking and crouching, because he needs to have that.
He needs that room. Yeah, I know. Losing connection to humanity. Oh yeah, yeah. You know what? I think that's a very good point, Andrew. That maybe losing Kingfisher might have been like a turning point for him. There's a Naruto reference. Hi, Emmanuel. I'm so glad you're here. All right, let me go back to where I was.
Yes, sorry.
No, it's cool. I gotta turn this one off. I have a couple favorites in here. Turn this off. Okay. How do you like the footage that I made in the background?
It's nice.
Yeah, it's
very nice.
It's soothing stuff.
It is actually quite soothing.
Okay, so now we got the Senpo shopkeeper, the shopkeeper Sean. You know,
Shopkeeper
I actually
Sean, is he called?
I call him that.
Shopkeeper Sean.
See, I always thought that they were different people, and then I realized, no, you're the same guy.
Yeah.
You're the same guy that goes to all these different.
That too, yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Looking at those Jizo statues, for a little while, I was so insane that I actually almost did it. I was gonna count every single one of them. I was gonna do it. I wanted to see how many kids they killed.
I like how you can see the little, the little pinwheel, like little, flower things. He's been up to Senpo. He took a little gift back from Senpo. It's nice. It makes you feel like he's been around a lot. He's been around all over.
He's a world traveler. He's well traveled.
Yeah, it's nice.
I
Again, just all these little details that make it just so fleshed out. Just so much going on. It's nice.
Absolutely, like, oh, you see that thing? I just noticed it. You see that thing that's hanging, off the tippy tip of his tent, that green thing, that incense.
Orb.
Yeah, that orb. You find that shit in Mibu.
You do.
And you find it in Bloodborne too. You find it in the fucking.
Bloodborne being going around.
Did you remember in the fishing hamlet? You see those things.
Oh, it's been a while for me in Bloodborne. I can't. My memory's a bit thin there.
No, it's okay. It's okay. But it looks pretty similar. I just noticed that. Oh, there's some sick shit that happens in Mibu. Do you recall that they have these upside down monks hanging there on the trees?
Yes.
And then they got like these incense burning their heads. They have like incense pots like dangling beneath their heads, and it's literally like burning their heads up.
Yeah.
It's some sick shit, man.
It's some fucking sick shit, yeah.
I love the translation of this name. So it's I'm gonna do it word by word, and then it'll make more sense.
Right.
So it's hang on. It's immortal or century, immortal generation, support crowd. So they immortal generation, that represents Senpo, I think. Or no, that represents that they don't die, I think. They're always there.
I remember he talked to one of the merchants one time, and they call themselves the League of. They have a certain name for those merchants.
They are the what are they called again? The mob. The
mob.
The memorial mob. Memorial mob.
I don't know if it refers to that as the kind of clan of traders that have been around for a long time.
Yes, I think that's what it means, is that they've been around a long time. They probably
that they're immortal. It's just a constant presence.
Oh, a constant presence.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Like
I like that a lot more. You see, you're good at interpreting this little shit. And so Keith's lived in Japan for quite a bit of years, like 6 years.
Wow.
So, and they are crowd. That's actually mob. So they are the mob that provides that support. Right. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, isn't it? Just like how literal like all the characters are, but then they make sense once you piece them together.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Memorial Mob.
Nice
DOH is definitely harder than Cleric Beast. Hey, you've beaten him though, Noah, right? Well, I definitely think Cleric Beast is a whole lot fucking easier than Demon of Hatred. I mean, come on. If you can't beat the Cleric Beast like first or second try, you know, you probably shouldn't be playing it. I know it's harsh. It's harsh. It's harsh. I'm just saying, like that, like Demon, he's got like 26 moves, and Cleric Beast is not that complicated. I think. I mean, it can be hard if someone's new to the game going in there.
Exactly.
It's really scary.
Bloodborne's got a feel. It's got a feel. Yeah, got to get used to for a bit, I suppose.
Yeah, it's.
A lot of people find Bloodborne hard first time because of the healing being like having to collect.
I don't like that either.
I
still don't like it.
There is a kind of a video essay I watched about it, and what it boils down to, which I agree. We're talking about Bloodborne, but it's a bit of a side note, but it's interesting to think about. Is that you want to give the player a reason to kill your random NPCs. Otherwise, they're just going to run past everything. I mean, everyone does, but that's besides the point. Now, usually in Dark Souls, what that is accompanied by is you can kill some enemies, you might get some cool new weapons, some cool new armor. The problem being in Bloodborne is that there's 10 weapons and like 10 pieces of armor, so it's like you can't really give them out. So that's why some people, which I think it's reasonable to believe, they've made it so, okay, healing is on an enemy drop, because you want to give the player, because what else reason they've got to go kill people? It drops nothing. Pebbles.
Right.
They're not going to drop weapon, because there's only 10 in the fucking game. So then and you're not going to drop armor, because it's like 10 in the game. So give them some healing then. That's it.
Or bullets.
That's what I believe.
Or bullets. At least.
Maybe bullets would be good.
I prefer bullets to vials, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
I think for people who are struggling in Bloodborne it's just a big turn off. Like, you know, you're trying really hard with a boss, and then you you gotta leave and go farm for vials.
It is such a break in the flow.
It is, especially some people are. It
like
a lot of us who play these games, we have pretty obsessive personalities, we don't want to let it go. We're just gonna keep going. I'm not gonna leave this. I'm gonna fucking leave it, and then you're like, oh, I gotta fucking leave to get vials. I understand from the perspective of the story, like why it is the way it is, but I really wish that they didn't take away from. I mean, it was so innovative, wasn't it? When Dark Souls came out, instead of the herbs, you have an Estus flask now.
And obviously, it's been said many times, but to say once again that the Estus represents how many mistakes you can make in a short term.
Yes.
And again, in Bloodborne, especially at the start, when you're going to make a lot of mistakes, why make the player so afraid to make mistakes? Because they build a game around learning from mistakes. So why are you limiting the player on how many mistakes they can make? Because it's a bitch to farm them early on. So it's quite counterintuitive. I'm not a fan of the concept of it, anyway.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm reading the comments. I'm really slow at that. Oh, so you got a YouTube favorite? Oh, they had a hard time with the cleric. I'm just smack talking. Don't take it so seriously. Come on.
There's a lot of smack talking.
You still don't know how you still take me way too seriously. Well, we've gone way off topic. This is a pool.
Yeah, let's go back to
this. This is the pool at Semple.
This is the pool. It's going back to what you said before as well with his outfit. It does blend in, doesn't it? It does blend in. The orange, the trees.
It does. Exactly. Absolutely. See? Yeah. And then this is the Sad Dad bridge.
Oh, Sad Dad. Blending in again.
Dad.
There he is.
I like
that's a nice story. How he's like, oh, I just want to fix my son up. And it's like, no, gets used.
You know, you reminded me. There's a lore content creator. They've stopped making stuff, which really kind of bums me out. Like that's the thing about YouTube. Like, when it sucks when people make really good stuff and they're not seeing the growth and they just stop making stuff.
Oh, I could list countless people like that. Yeah, it sucks.
It really blows. But I can link you to some of his stuff. And one of his videos covered the the topic is the connection of food, connection with food in Sekiro. And it's unlike any of the other Soulsborne games where food takes a very big place in this game. You know, you got rice, you got candies, what else? Oh, and like, well, they're not food, but like just things you can eat. You know, the contact medicine.
No, that's a
that
very
kind of
good
stuff.
point when I think about it. I've never really thought, because when I'm thinking about it now, the only possible kind of food item-ish thing I can think of in Souls is like Siegbrow from Dark Souls 3. That's the only thing I can.
That is too. It doesn't appear in any of the other games, does it?
Exactly, but you're right. There's a lot more of it in Sekiro, which is pretty funny to think about. Yeah.
See, in his video, what he talked about was the relationship of sugar in this particular story, as in Sad Dad's story. So if you look at his armor, everybody knows this by now. His armor is like a hybrid of Portuguese design mixed with like Japanese. Like Japanese craftsmen fixed up his armor, like his Portuguese armor, and so what he surmised what happened is, because long ago, the Portuguese, they brought gifts, like as kind of like packed peacemaking gifts, and one very prized gift is the sugars, the candies that they made in Portugal. And they're kind of like confetti candy. They don't look like the ones that we see, and they're not massive or anything. They're just little, kind of like think of like Tic Tacs, you know. And so what this content creator, what he thinks happened is the monks at Senpo, they tricked Sad Dad into guarding this place with a kind of a trade-off. See, he's here to save his son. They took his son, and
yes, they did.
They absolutely just snatched him. They just love snatching children. So they took his son, and he wants him back. And he's like, "Here, I'm from Portugal. You guys like candy? Here's some candy." And they're like, "Okay, we'll give your son back if you help guard this bridge."
Yes, that's
And it's just been going on for so long that he's become their prisoner. Like, he doesn't even know. It's a very, very sad story. That's why
it is a sad story, that one. To embellish what you were saying there as well, because obviously Senpo did a lot of experiments on kids, a lot. Obviously, the famous one being the child rejuvenation, being Debbie. So it's like to believe like, oh, I've got these sweets for the kids, and like, nice one, keep them happy for a bit, give them sweets to kids. See you later.
Did you ever notice when you're in Senpo, we don't pick up items anymore, you know, we don't explore when we're doing runs, but do you remember there's piles of dead children everywhere.
Oh my god! Yeah.
They just fucking threw them out the door. They just couldn't even be bothered.
It's because obviously when you first go to Senpo, it's like, oh, it's like where all the cool monks are. Maybe they're more peaceful. And I love the reveal as you go further and further. Like, oh, there's some like weird humans here. Oh, okay, whatever. And you see the centipedes. Like, what the fuck? And then you realize that the centipedes are they're actually self-inflicted. Like, oh, maybe they just got overtaken by these centipede people. Then you realize it's self-inflicted. It's you realize how fucked up these bastards in this up here are.
I'll get into that a little bit. I just want to talk about later on. I'll talk about the very first time I got to Senpo, what it was like. But I don't know if you remember, out of like many piles of dead children, there was one particular pair where they had pacifying agent next to them, and that was just like, oh, come on, are you serious? Like they gave that shit to the kids so that they wouldn't make a ruckus, you know, while they get fucking tortured.
Terrified and fucking I don't know. That's just
this place is wrong. This place is the definition of it's beautiful, but it's fucked up. Like
Only in Japan.
okay.
Only in Japan.
Well, the very first time I got here, see, I was stuck in the dungeon for a while. I was exploring.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate that place.
Oh yeah.
It's a tiny. It doesn't even qualify as an area, but it's just
Not really. It's just kind of like a fucking bypass, isn't it?
It
It's
is.
like random.
But you don't know that, so I was trying to be very thorough about it. So I was stuck in there for a while, and then when I finally made it up to Sempo, it was just like wow, like all these
the reveal is nice. The reveal is
and,
nice.
and the music, right? It's so soothing, and then
It was one of my favorite reveals about Sekiro. It was a lovely area.
and also the Sunken Valley was an awesome review, and Fountainhead.
Obviously, yeah.
But when I was roaming about, like just checking the place out, and I saw, oh, there's a monk there. Is that an NPC? Let's go talk to him. But having played Souls games, I was like, let's log on. Oh, okay. Why is it that I can log on to you? And then I just felt weird. I'm like, why is it that I have to fight monks here? That doesn't seem right.
I know, yeah.
And then
it's that slow reveal that I love. You're right, yeah.
Yeah. And it's when you do fight them and you kill them, you see their fucking faces, and it's like, oh my god, what's happened to you?
That's you, ugly mama.
Yeah, that's it. They really did a bang up job with this area. The music too,
absolutely.
It starts out so calm.
Yeah.
But then once the fighting starts, it sounds to me. Well, the very first time I sat down and listened to the soundtrack, and I heard that track where the fighting starts, it sounds like Intruder. They're fucking screaming it at you.
Yeah.
You're not allowed here. Not welcome. Get the fuck out.
And there must be saying some stuff I obviously can't understand in English. Yeah.
Only in Japan.
Only in Japan.
Okay, so these are interesting. These
are little things.
These are the scrolls that you find in. Do you know where you find them? Let's see if you remember.
I couldn't say. In fact, the guess Fountainhead.
No. You're affected by what's going on in the background.
I am. You're right.
You're trying to guess?
No, I'm out of guesses. I'm blank on this one.
This is found in Debbie's room.
Debbie's room?
It's really dark in her room, but flanking both walls, it's covered with these scrolls. Yeah, there's 2 of them. There's this set, there's 4 of these, and then there's 4 of these.
Right. Is it the same person over and over, or is it different?
Yeah, we're gonna look at them. See, these 4, they all wear hoods. Do you see that?
Yes.
And then the next 4, these guys don't have hoods.
They have like shawls, don't they? Like, not shawls, sorry, like little bed bits. Yeah.
I don't fucking know. Like, but their outfit is very intriguing. But what really interests me is the shit that they're holding in their hands.
Yeah, a little drum, got a little sword, and whatever the hell that is.
Is it a drum? It looks like I couldn't tell if it's
I thought it's a little
tambourine.
It's a tambourine. A bit of music, you know.
Well, no, I'll look at that later because that's not what I got first. Is this Debbie holding a flower? So she's holding a flower, and then the next one, this one's got nothing. She's not holding anything.
No, she's not. Yeah.
And then the next one, I didn't know if it was like a sandwich or a tambourine.
Sandwich,
No, like a pita sandwich. I don't know. She might like Greek food.
Little just be baguette.
I'm still trying to decipher like what these items mean, but I do think I understand what the hoods mean because when you do the return ending, Debbie wears a hood. So I think these are the ones that were able to become
like grow up and
become like vessels.
Yeah, so like the hood's like kind of like a rite of passage. Once you kind of like take on the role fully, you kind of don this outfit properly and such.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one,
That's cool.
one, she's got nothing. Oh no, wait, she's holding. Looks like a shake weight. But no, it's not a shake weight.
Shake weight. You gotta keep in shape in Ashina. You do. You gotta keep in shape somehow.
Especially if you're just stuck in one room.
Exactly.
They're trapped there. There's little girls are trapped.
Yeah, they are
there.
trapped. Actually, yeah, they are trapped.
Well, actually, see, now I don't understand because she's the only one that survived. So who the fuck are these? I mean, they're all women.
Yeah.
And she does have this this Dark Souls son behind her.
Yeah. Obviously, that's one of the first things I saw as well, but probably just a funny coincidence.
Yeah. And then this one, she's holding like a sack. I wonder if that's rice.
Might be. I'd say it's a very good possibility of rice.
I think like
Given how much they hand it out, I love handing it out.
They have very different outfits between the no hoods and the hoods.
Definitely very different.
It's crazy, like how much detail they put into this. They don't have to do this, you know.
People just don't see any of this. It's such a shame.
You've never noticed these?
No, I've never noticed them. Because who goes about in Debbie's room, knocking about in Debbie's room? Just get the rice and fuck off.
I did.
You did. I did.
I did. Well, I tried to jump up on that Buddha behind it. I wanted to break the screen and see what. I just like exploring.
That's nice.
This one, she's holding like kind of like an incense burner. And then the last one, she's holding a sword.
And what's that? It's like a wrench in the other hand. I don't know what the hell that is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it looks like a shake weight, but it's not a shake weight.
That's the only other thing I don't know what it is.
Is it like a scepter of sorts?
It's probably right. It's probably like a little scepter, like a little like kind of baton, like you know what that guy with the horse was doing as well. Yeah.
It's a what?
A little symbol of power.
The one with the shake weight?
Well, both of them have shake weights. She has a shake weight, and the next one has a shake weight as well.
Well, she's also holding.
She's holding a sword too.
Things with 3 tips.
Oh, it's like a trident.
Well, 3 tips on each side.
Well, what does that mean? What are these things? I don't know. Does anyone know? I should really post this.
Shake weight.
I like it being the shake weight too. I really should put this shit up on Reddit so that I can ask. Some people really are really into this shit, people that I've come across on the Reddit, like this is like their job. They're historians and shit like that. Yeah. So this one is a very cool meaning that you got to piece together. This is do you know where this is? The next one.
Sorry, it take me a while to catch up. Are we at the next one now? Yes, this.
The number 30.
I'm assuming this. Number 30 now. This is. It looks like where Big Ape is. It looks like.
Yes, yeah, that's the ape arena. And the name of it. Now, again, it's weird, but we got to piece it together. So the first two is lion, and then it's ape, and then it's lion. Water arena. So if you put lion ape together, it actually means Leo. So that's actually what they're trying to say is this is the king of the apes, or
that's a good interpretation.
The great ape or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, king of apes. Yeah, and obviously water arena implying all the fountainhead water's coming down to this area and stuff. Yeah. Very cool.
Oh, sorry, I've got a mouthful of burger.
Nah, it's quite alright.
Sorry. And yeah, you guessed right, Andrew. If you played this game enough, you would have known right away. You know what's really interesting is when you beat the ape and you get into the hole, you find that flower there.
Yeah.
Did you ever notice? I might have to. It might show on the looping clip. I made it in the looping clip, but I don't know when it's going to show up. But in that little hole, there's little like bits of like little light motes dancing around the flower.
Yeah, I did notice. Yes.
And the only other place you can find that is actually right where you trigger the dragon fight. You know that little kind of alcove. The water there, that's sparkling too.
Now, I do know there's a lot of connections between this place and the Fountainhead. I know that, obviously, the main one being that you kill a big carp in the Fountainhead place, and the carp
and it ends up here. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, you actually did that. Did you do it on your first playthrough? Did you manage that?
Not my first, but like on when I did my completionist second playthrough, yeah.
Nice job. Well,
now, Kate,
I was
before I go any further though.
Sorry.
Sorry. I just want to let you know, in England, it is 11 p.m. So if you want to talk about some of the later things I know you're quite excited about to talk about.
Oh yeah. The lore stuff. Yeah.
Because I'd say I have about another half hour to an hour before it's my beddy buys.
Okay. I'm gonna do this faster then. Okay.
Yeah, I still want to go through them because they're all very good.
This is but thank you for letting me know.
That's quite all right.
This is I'm glad you guys are enjoying this, and I'm sorry.
Great. I'm having a blast.
I'm sorry that you're struggling with the English, Mr. Nasty. I really appreciate that you're sticking around.
Is it my accent?
No, it's not you. I don't think it's you. It's I talk really fast too.
Yeah.
What is that? You Google Buddhist implements. Oh, you gotta let me know, Andrew, later on in the Discord. So this is the bottom of the lake at the fountainhead. You remember those dead fish, the skeletons, the skeletons of the dead carp? And then this one is a scroll that you find inside the dark house at the Fountainhead Palace. Yeah.
Yeah, again, it's all dark, so I never can see this shit.
Well, I always put on the thing, the monocular, the nightjar monocular.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, yeah, you're right.
This one says Blossom Dragon Kingdom. So it's the dragon, it's the divine dragon's kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the next one is see, remember I told you did they? Yeah, see there's those spirit emblems that are on the outside of the chest.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're guarding that. I always thought that this is the chest that held the black mortal blade. And this is where Genny grabbed it.
Yeah.
Because after you fight him, he flies off. He goes up the cloud spiral.
Yeah, he's like, fuck this. Yeah, he jumps off, yeah. Yeah,
he fucks off. And then here's the next one. This one is can you see them?
Yeah.
Can you make them out? The dudes in that scroll.
I think in it's those like little dragon guys getting phase one.
Exactly. This says old man.
A lot bigger
dragon.
though, yeah. A lot bigger.
Yeah,
that's what put me off because I was like, is that them?
All you can tell is from their faces.
Yeah, from the faces. That's what I'm telling as well. Yeah.
So these are set. Yeah, the translation is old man dragon. There's so much to speculate with that part. It's just insane. You can go talking about this game fucking ever, just like any Miyazaki's games.
You really could.
This is Rock Seat. So she's sat on a rock.
That's nice.
Yeah, see the sparkles on the water. You can see that.
Yeah, I can see them. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's just some priestess, just like what we all thought. Some people thought she's Tomoe, and no, she's not.
No.
And this is. Do you see him? Do you see him in the back?
Demon of hatred at the back going mental.
There you go. That is what's it? The kanji say? It says regret, sigh, demon. So he's
looks like
he's not happy.
Looks like those guys got like fire swords. You know, it looks like they're holding little fire swords almost. Like,
no. They're doing the flamethrowers.
Oh, they are. I've just zoomed in. They are flamethrowers. You are right. Yes.
Yeah. Bye, Paolo.
See ya. Bye.
And then the next one is.
Oh, he does look very scary there.
Oh, that we already did this one, but we didn't look at Dad. We didn't look at Dad's sword.
Oh, he looks chunky, him, doesn't he? Not hefty.
Well, he was way younger then, wasn't he?
He was. He looks younger. Yeah, he looks a bit more.
But you know how, like, when you fight him, he sort of faints it. Like, he looks like old and weak and hunched over, you know?
Definitely.
Oh, you know, someone pointed out in the gauntlet, you know how if you've never died to him when you fight him on the roof, if you fight him the very first time and you beat the first stage, you can just leave him there, right? And he won't aggro you. Well, not in the gauntlet anymore. Like after a certain period of time, he'll aggro you because someone in the Discord said that they left to use the loo or whatever, came back and he was already out of the gauntlet.
God, that's not a good time.
No, it's not. It's not too far in the gauntlet, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
So here, this one is number what? This one is number 38. Yeah. See, Wolf was supposed to be a lot older then.
Yeah, he does look a bit older. He's got that kind of Sylvester Stallone look about him in the middle picture.
Oh,
Middle bit on the
let me go
right.
back to this one. People are commenting on Baby Wolf.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
on Wolf.
There's Baby
Yeah.
Wolf. We were talking about this earlier, yeah.
We'll talk about it. It's great. As I said before, I really want more of. I wanted more of Baby Wolf because he looks class. He's like little long dress. Look at him.
I'm gonna see if I can find more, and I'll scan them and get them to you. And then here.
Sorry, one more thing. He just doesn't look too happy with all the training, does he? Looks all,
No, he
looks a bit fed
doesn't.
up.
You know what I thought was really cool is like, look at him. He's collecting swords.
He's got more than one.
He's a sword hoarder.
Yeah, kleptomania.
I know. Oh, hi, Izzy. That's really happy to see you here. Oh,
Hello.
Oh, he is a painting of the. Is it this one? Yeah, that's the priestess. I'm showing it on the webcam. That's the priestess at the divine realm. Well, at the entrance to the divine realm. So just so you can see, she looks nothing like Okami. I don't think. Well, they're all corrupted, so we don't really know what they used to look like. Other than from the... No, it just says girl witch. Witch girl. And then here's Emma.
Oh yeah, she is a little fucking betrayer.
Look at how half of her face is like wolves, but it's the opposite half.
Yeah, exactly, like all blown out, yeah. It's cool that, isn't it? I like that.
Yeah. Don't ever trust Emma's. If there's an Emma in Elden Ring, you know not to trust that one.
Actually, does look quite. I think a lot of characters would have benefited from that kind of half old grey face. It looks cool. I like it. I think it's good design.
You think it's a good look? You should try it.
I should try it. I'm going grey at the ripe age of fucking 26, so maybe I should. Yeah.
All right, you were trying to get that grey out.
It's not going anywhere. He's coming back with more of his friends. He's coming back with more friends now. So I'm just giving up on him. Does what he wants now. The grey hair.
If you want to get, if you really want to get rid of them, I have a friend who's hairstylist, and she's actually talked to me about this because I asked. So,
I think at this point I've kind of given up on it. Yeah, just do what you want.
You're just gonna let it bring more friends.
I think exactly. Bring more friends around. They're not going to pay rent. I'm like, fuck,
I don't notice the grey.
It's one of those. I bet it's one of those things where once you're self-conscious about it, you notice it, and no one else does. It's one of those. Anyway, next picture. She's got a lot of grey hairs here.
This is a really like disturbing image. Like, what the fuck is going on here? You know, like this is obviously Emma because you can compare it with the previous image. Like, you can see the belt; it's the same color, and the inner robe, it's that purple, and that red dress. It's her. It's absolutely her. Yeah. But she's wearing like this pink ribbon. It kind of like reminds me of cherry blossoms. And why is her hair down? Why is she all bound up like that? Like, it reminds me a little bit of Genny when he takes his shirt off, and he's got all sorts of things tied up to him, like charms and stuff. The only thing I can maybe think of is that there's been a bit of a fight. We know she's a capable sword person because we fight her. She might have had a bit of a fight with the soldiers on the battlefield. She might have got hurt herself. That's the only thing. She's healing some soldiers maybe. I don't know. Right. I wonder if that could be her master, Dogen.
Dogen, yeah.
And then the guy in the back, that looks to me like Ishin. It looks a little bit like him.
Yeah, he kind of does.
It's hard to say though. It's just speculating.
Hard to say.
And then
could be anyone. Could be me.
This one is. God damn it.
Here's
Debbie.
Deborah?
That's Debbie.
Debbie?
That's Debbie. Now I like the name because it tells you a lot.
Debbie.
It doesn't say Debbie. I wish it did.
No.
They should call her Debbie for reals. Fuck, where's the translating? God damn it, I lost it. There it is. It is that the characters are change and seeming imperial child. So this, it shows that she's changing. You see on the top top left where she wears the hood, that's when she changed into, you know, a vessel to to help Kuro transcend. So she's like the seeming to be the imperial child, like the divine heir. Yeah, I think that's what it means. And
Very
then
it's the last one. This one.
this one.
Oh, he looks good. He looks good there, doesn't he? He looks good.
It's a good painting. It's really
It's a good ass painting. He looks nice there. He looks angry. He's not happy about something.
He's never happy. But
He's
you're
never happy.
you're gonna love his name. So the first two characters is Ashina, and then I know it's Ashina, and then the next three characters, it's literally bowstring, one youth. So it's the boy, it's the youth with the bow.
Oh, right.
Because he was adopted. He was just some villager, like just some kid.
Oh, really?
And yeah, it tells in the story when you get his memory. He was just some kid in a village, just some poor kid, and Ishin adopted him. And the way things go, like since he was like from a poorer class, he wouldn't really have had a name. So Ishin named him as the boy with the bow. But the bowstring, that word also means like tension and pressure. This is the youth under pressure. I really like it. I love his name.
He's always had pressure on him. He never cracks a smile.
I know.
Never tells a joke.
He's my favorite character. I love him.
I think he's up there. He's probably joint favorite for me.
With who? Who's your joint favorite?
Probably just Wolf.
I like Wolf. Yeah. They go together really well.
I ship it.
The next one where he's got his shirt off, the two characters is literally Tomoe and water or flow. So it's Way of Tomoe, and then it's his name. Yeah. And then the next one is Lady Butterfly. Look at the kunai.
I know she's smoking it.
And she's smoking it, yeah.
He's smoking it. What's going on?
I wish we could have seen that. Just seeing her chilling.
I know. It's nice to see her just, Sunday evening off, just watching Golden Girls and smoking pipe. Nice.
She would be watching Golden Girls.
She would.
But if you look like the kunai, like I never knew that they were so intricately designed.
I know they look like barbed around the handles. Look quite barbed.
I know. Wouldn't that fucking hurt?
It doesn't look like they're meant to be held. It looks like they're meant to be thrown, and that's it, really.
Well, but if you throw them, wouldn't it snag your own hand?
Well, I'm assuming that because this is a wild theory. She's like throwing them with like a finger on the loop. She's putting it in the loop on the finger. She's
like fucking twirling it.
Yeah, like woo. But the only thing I can think of, the only reason I can think of, like, say if you had one of those thrown at you, it's in your leg. How you can't pull it out.
You can't pull it out because it's snagged. Yeah.
Exactly, it's barbed. So that's the idea, I think.
I like it. And then this one is the dragon.
Oh, I like the bottom one. He's like, ah!
You remember you were on stream when I got eaten by him?
Yeah, I did. I remember that.
I'd never fucking seen that before, and that was actually the very first time where I really saw his eye. He doesn't have his other eye is perned, and he looks like Ishin. He looks like Ishin to me.
He's been through the wars, hasn't he? He's an old man. But it's nice. It's nice detail of the eye, as in it's probably not the first time he's been harvested for a tear. He's like.
Oh, that's smart. I like that.
Yeah. Obviously, so obviously when you start, because when you cut his eye, one thing that always got me going is he doesn't really resist. He's like, oh fuck it, just do it anyway. So he probably knows what's going on. He's like, oh shit, people keep coming in and trying to keep my eyes all the time. It's fucking pissing me off.
I love it. I really feel that when the fight starts, I think the dragon recognizes Wolf. It's like, yeah, I remember you. You were here before.
Bitch.
Now this next one is one of my absolute favorites. This guy.
Ooh. Bloody hell.
Sitting dad. Oh, we gotta spend a little bit of time on this. Like, look at the owl plushie that he's holding, and then
where's he getting this plushie from? That's so nice.
But look at what's inside the owl. It looks like Wolf.
It does. It looks like kind of like a bead. It's kind of like a
bauble, like a Christmas bauble.
Like in high fantasy, it was like scrying crystals. We can like track
yeah.
But it's like tracking wolf and I don't know. It's hard to say.
Hey, Alexander, how are you? I this is an early draft, and look at how his hair is wrapped around his sword.
He looks older than usual. He looks fucking old. He looks gone.
That's why he needs the owl plushie.
Owl plushie. Oh, he looks. He's cute. He's like, yeah, it's like, watch my plushie.
Oh, Andrew, you got a question? Yes, I will. There will be close-ups of the. There will be the whole book has close-ups of all the Shinobi tools and actually how they're used, how they work. You'd love it, like how they're activated. I recommend getting this book. I got this on fucking Amazon. I was so lucky.
Yeah.
This book is worth like $100, and I got it for like 20. I have no idea how I was so lucky. Like I didn't even get it from a user. It was just officially like on Amazon Prime.
Jeez, nice
and
one.
I was so lucky.
Yeah.
This is the second to last one. That literally says Rock Soldier.
Rock Soldier, yeah. That's it. I like his name. My favorite one so far is Big Buddha and Rock Soldier. They're great.
Well, I never knew that's what they looked like. You know, the guys that hang out the walls that get you in that dark cave. Yeah. So.
Yeah, you never see them coming this far out the wall to begin with. Yeah.
No, you don't. I didn't even know that they really had like
legs.
I didn't think they had legs.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought they were. Yeah, but this is a concept art, so. But I like Rock Soldier.
Yeah, I like Rock Soldier.
And the next one, I call them the baby men.
Yeah, and this one always makes me think as well, like seeing baby men in general, because obviously there's a lot of these. So is it like kind of a subdivision of humans, or is it just like kind of what?
I think
almost like a race.
They are a race. They're they're present in Japanese folklore. The Taro troop. They're literally like really big dudes.
Kind of like how you get like dwarfs or whatever in other fiction. It's just like kind of
yeah. But they originally weren't this fucked up. They were they were fucking tortured. These guys.
Yeah.
Have you seen them crying?
I have. It's sad.
It is so sad. I just usually leave them alone. This is the last one, and I love this. I just love the map. I love it. This is the last one.
Great.
What
makes you think about this one? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Is that it's probably a misconception on my behalf, but I thought the Fountainhead Palace was quite like a secret place no one knows about and only legends speak of. But then, if this is the map what everyone has, they must know about it because it's on the fucking map at the top right.
I know. No, I think they know about it. They just. Well, this is an ancient map too.
Right. Oh, yeah, exactly. So.
And I think, but see, then it doesn't fucking make sense because look at Hirata on the fucking far left. It's always on fire.
Yeah.
I don't know, but whatever. It doesn't say it's an ancient map on the name. The title of it doesn't say it's an ancient map. It actually says that this is the Ashina Kingdom map from the foothills of Mount Kongo to the Eastern Pass. That's what it says. Yeah. So going from west to east. And I think that people know about the Fountainhead, but they just don't know how to get there.
Yeah. Now, I think it's I just love how we can like see all the little, even the tiny. You can see the little bridge where you fight. Big Daddy.
You can see see everything if you really zoom in on this thing.
Yeah. And you can if people do download this, you can really zoom in on these pictures. It's quite nice.
It's awesome. They really didn't have to do this, but I like that. See, you can see you can even see that bridge. It's in the sunken valley. You can see that bridge where you run across and the snake comes and gets you.
Yes, exactly. I'm looking at that right now. Yeah. It's crazy.
I can sit here and
see some of the
stare at
caverns that you hide it. When you're hiding from the
ages.
snake, you can see those caverns. It's just like
I know. Hey, Bassam, how are you? So I'm gonna go through the names real quick for people who are interested. So going from the top, at the Fountainhead, it says Source or Origin Palace. So it's the source of the waters. That's the palace where the water comes from. And then that literally says Fallen Valley. And below that is Water Life Village. So that's what Mibu is. So it's water of life, or the life-giving waters. And then at Mount Kongo, it's Kongo Mountain Immortal Peak and it's a temple. So it's Mount Congo, the temple of immortality, the peak of basically that. And then there's the weird water hand curved wheel. That's the reservoir. And I don't understand with the reservoir. There's that thing. I don't think we ever see it in the game. You see that bridge.
At the reservoir.
At the reservoir, where you see these little houses with the green roofs.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The red houses with the green roofs, and then you see a bridge over there. What the fuck is that? We don't see a bridge. Our bridge is fucking broken.
The only thing I could think of is that where you go maybe fight a headless randomly one time.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know.
But
that's reservoir. That's like the back of the castle.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But it's
Could
an old.
anything.
It's old though. It's an old map.
That's why I live across the bridge. It's me down there.
And then there's Ashina City, Main City, and the Twisted Prison. And there's City below. And then there's Hirata, which is flat field house supply. So they supply with their fields. And then there's a really, really faint characters that are on the farthest left. It's kind of faded away. It says Dragon Spring.
Dragon Spring?
Yeah, remember they were doing the Dragon Spring pilgrimage actually.
Yes,
remember 3 years ago? That's what they were doing. Yeah. So let's do the lore stuff. I know you're super excited to talk about the.
No. Before we get, I really want to talk about that. One more thing before we get started, though. Okay. One question. While I'm still looking at this thing, one last thing I always want to ask. My question for the day. Okay, what the fuck is that big straw man who takes you to the fountainhead? What's he about? The big rope straw man.
Oh, he's
what's he about? What's he doing?
Oh,
I don't know what he is.
I
remember the first time I saw him, I was like, what?
What's that straw man called? I know exactly. He's
got a name?
He's kind of like a thing that you can pray to, but that straw, the taxi, the straw man taxi that takes you up to the fountainhead. Like, what Steve wants to know, like, what's that about? Who is he? Like,
is he just,
why
is it just like a Japanese kind of like folklore thing in general, or does it mean something?
He's like a god. He's pretty much a god.
It's like ferrying the faithful.
Oh yeah. He's pretty much a god. Think of it kind of like the amygdala in Bloodborne, where they don't care really. They're so big and so powerful, and they're not really part of this world. Well, what he does is this straw man, he ferries the faithful. So if you have all the divine fucking shit that you need to get there, then you sit in that house, the palanquin, and then he'll take you up. So he's essentially a deity. Like he's not he's not something that really interacts with this world. This is his only purpose, is to ferry the faithful. Does that answer your question, or kind of?
He's just a big straw man who's kind of maybe half a god kind of thing. Nice one. He's kind of a gatekeeper as well. He just takes people who he likes over to the fountainhead.
Well, think of the gargoyles in Dark Souls. You know, that's all they fucking do. That's all they fucking do. We never. Well, actually, in DS1 we do fight them.
Yeah, but that's not really the purpose. I think the only reason we fight them in DS1 is because there's leftover assets and they want to fucking put somewhere. Anyway, that does answer my question. That's very good.
Awesome. So the big thing that we wanted to discuss that you were really excited about was the murder mystery. The murder mystery.
Murder mystery's been a murder, guys.
Well, you see, everybody thinks that it's Owl that killed Wolf, right? Because they think, oh, it's a great big sword that went through his chest. I mean, like, you gotta think, there's so many loopholes to that you know, what everyone thinks is fact now. It's not. It just doesn't make any sense. For one, you think it's a really big sword. Have you seen how tiny he is? Every sword is a big sword.
Did you have some footage to accompany
I do have footage. I was going to show you. Yeah. See, I was going to show the murder, and then I'm gonna show you the cutscene where he confronts him at the roof dad fight.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Wolf's been murdered a few times, hasn't he? A few times.
So I can't hear it, so I'm just gonna let it play.
Let's let it play.
Oh, I'll turn off the background. There we go. Yeah.
母上少女よみんなどこへ行ったのだ
巫女様現実か
久しいなフクロウのせがれよ
お嬢殿言ってください
そなたは
なすべきことをなすのです
わかりました
さてやろうかせがれ殿
Why did you not do it? There it is. Okay. Look at the sword. Yeah, look, see, watch. See, the sword is curving up. Do you see the tip of the sword? Tip of the sword's curving up.
That's the big one.
That's a really big one. Yeah, that's a big clue. For many reasons, not just, you know, what we talked about.
If anything, to me, it just disposes the most common belief.
Well, we don't need to see the rest of that because we know what happens. But see, now we're gonna watch the rooftop cutscene. I can't.
Not curved either.
Yes, that's true. His sword is not curved. I have a picture that
お
shows
主
it.
のことはよく覚え
It
ている
looks
ぞ
curved when you're fighting him, but it's just
死んだと
you know how
聞
it
いてい
looks.
たが
But in the
一
concept,
体
art, you
何を
can see it.
企んでいる
Yes, definitely.
フクロウよ
企むなど滅相もさあ我と共に参りましょうぞこの袋は巫女様の尊いその恩知をお守りしたいだけにございます
お主も流因に見入られたか話すことはない去るがよい
相すみませぬが懐かしきこの眺めをもうしばし堪能したく満足しましたら帰りまする
I thought that
父上
I thought that we'd be talking during this, so I didn't cut it.
Sorry, no, I thought people might want to fully watch the cutscene first.
Oh yeah, because you know, many times we just skip through it. There's a lot of shit that we forget, you know.
I do like Wolf saying the old "do what needs to be done."
Yes, Yes,
The classic.
that's what Kuro said to him too. Like some critical
Oh,
key
classic.
point. Yeah. It's a secret kind of. No, it's a pact that they have.
Yeah.
第一の掟により父が命じる
He's a fucking unit, man.
He's fucking massive.
The very first time I saw this, like, well, you've seen him in the opening cutscene, you know.
Yeah.
But when I saw
Not
him,
really.
when I saw him like this, I'm like, I'm not fighting this. Am I? Are you serious?
Yeah, funny
父の
stuff.
言
Yeah.
葉に従い
His hairbraids are bigger than me. For fuck's sake.
There's some of us joke that that's where he keeps his pockets lined in his hair.
It's a good one, that.
忍びが情に
Anyway.
流されるな
It's gonna show. It's
So-
gonna show it. Yeah,
なんと
Oh, yeah, okay.
情けない
because it's gonna show how he does it when he tries to stab you in the back.
Mm-hmm.
せがれよなぜ
He's not happy. He's like, you what?
父の思いがわからぬのだ忍びの掟を忘れた
And
か
that's the thing too with the code. Tells you that father comes first, right?
掟は己で
Does what
定
he
め
wants.
But then when you find him
So
sitting there, when he gives you the key,
我が
he
主
says
の
that
よ
the
うに
master comes first.
Yeah.
That's there's
Changing it up all the time. Mixing up.
it just tells me that that wasn't him at the sitting there. You see, watch. Here he is taking out his sword. See? Curved down. There. See? If he was to get him, it would be
少しは
curved
成
down.
長しておるよう
It
だ
wouldn't
が
be scooping up.
He's so bloody tall. How is he going to be curving it up? He's so bloody tall.
And you can see his sword is actually not that curved. It's pretty fucking
お
straight.
神よ
Yeah.
I thought that's like a washing pole. It's the kind of sword he's using.
Yeah. That's what
Look how straight it is. Really fucking straight. That other sword was.
It's a lot straighter than you think.
That other sword is fucking. It's really curved. So I'm just saying, like, you know, there's so many like points of argument that you can present. I mean, from just this alone. I mean, if he were to do that, if he were to do the backstabbing. The way we saw it in Hirata, like you said,
Yes.
he'd have to be like fucking on his knees.
He'd be stealth mode, crouching down, and even then, that'd be tricky because he's so fucking massive. It's
I know. How do you creep up
he's
like that?
Because that's the main thing. If he stood up and the stab, and we're talking straight through the chest of a man, you would need a full swing. You can't just go blip because you need a full
And
range
it's
of
a
your
long
arm.
sword too. You need a
It's a long
you need a
sword.
lot
You
of
need the full
impact to
range.
push it through.
And I'm quite hard to believe to get a sword through the chest of a man. You can't be crouched down and go because you haven't got that full movement on your arms. have
Yes,
you?
it has
You're
to
a bit
be.
limited.
It has to be done like the way he did it. At least for a man of his height, he has to do it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
He
So-
can't be doing like a scoopty scoop like you said. And that
So
well,
yeah, it's a point you raised, which I absolutely love. The fact that, well, I still don't know who might have stabbed it, but it's definitely just proven to me that it could have been Owl because if he would have stabbed it, it would have been down. He has to be stood up, so he's massive, so he must be stabbing downwards. But if you go back and see the footage of him getting stabbed in the first place, it's going up almost. So
Yeah, but in that fight, he's not trying to
going on?
like, stab you
well,
in the back.
see Andrew, right? I don't know, but see Andrew in the chat says that when Owl uses his thrust, the curve is pointed down at the start of the thrust, but he twists it around at the end of the thrust, like a corkscrew. You're saying like when you try to thrust him and he mikiris you, is that it?
Mm.
But that's different. That's a whole other way of fucking getting you.
no,
It's not. It's different. It's a different kind of attack.
Just the fact
point
that-
being, Kate, right?
Stab in
Imagine
the
you're 7 foot like Owl, and
I don't think
you're
he's 7.
behind
He's
me.
fucking 10 foot tall, man.
Right, imagine you're 10 foot and you're Owl, and you're gonna come around and you're gonna stab me, right? I'm looking over somewhere else. How are you gonna do that? You're gonna have to stood up. the fact of the matter is you have to be stood up. Really?
There's
And
no
if
way.
you- but-
There's just no way he can have his sword like next to his thigh, you know, and then just just gonna
Yeah.
scoop up like that. No, it just doesn't work that way. Yeah, when he thrusts you, yeah, when you try to get him, when he thrusts the
Yes, but
sword is
that's not
curved.
when he's trying to kill you unawares.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Andrew. It's a different type of attack. The stealth kill and this type of in combat thrusting is very different. Nope, it's wrong. And another thing, see, let's get away from this because we can argue about this forever. What point is there for Owl to kill Wolf? Because Wolf wasn't even fucking immortal during that time. He hadn't formed the oath yet. With Kuro.
I mean, the only possible thing I could say is that, right, he's just put the little sleepy sleep spell on the Kuro kid, put him to sleep, tucked him in bed, night, give him a little kiss. And he's like, right, I want that kid for myself now. Nice one. So he steals it off him. That's the only. But then he doesn't.
Yeah, but why kill Wolf?
Exactly, he doesn't have to do that because Wolf at that point is still very loyal, very, very loyal at that point. So therefore, all that's do is say, "Hey, Wolf, give me the kid," and he's like, "Okay."
And the thing is, like,
do it.
Which shows us, see, having the update is so awesome because when we beat Inner Dad, it tells us, you know, a little bit of history, how when Wolf was a kid, he put him in the forest, you know, to fend for himself against the illusions, thinking that he would die, but he didn't. And it was by this test alone that he would claim the boy as his own. So they have a strong bond, these two.
Yeah.
Like, Wolf serves Owl more purpose being alive than dead. You know, he spent, like, how many years? 20 years training this boy.
Yes, and if he wanted to be the Divine Heir's master, why did he have Wolf become his master?
Exactly.
At the beginning of the game.
Exactly.
Like, if he was going to kill him to take his place, why didn't he just do that at the beginning?
And another thing is that, see, that's the reason why I wanted to show that early bit with the Lady Butterfly too, is, see, you can't make Kuro form an oath if he doesn't want to. Like, Genny's tried it several times. See, what happened here, you know how you fight Lady Butterfly and you kill her and you get a Sakura droplet?
Yes.
And you can use it to get an extra node. And you ask, when you ask Kuro, what the fuck is this? He thinks that it's something left over by Takeru, but he doesn't really know that what the relationship, he doesn't know that you get it from Lady Butterfly. So what I think what happened is Owl and Lady Butterfly, they could have been together, or she could have been doing this on her own. I don't know. But what happened is someone tried to make Kuro form the oath, and Lady Butterfly was using her illusions to kind of fuck him up and get him to do it, you know, while he's like hallucinating or something. And what happened is all they got out of that whole process was a Sakura droplet. They couldn't form the blood oath. So it just goes to show that, again, like, even if you killed, like, this is, see, Wolf is Kuro's bodyguard. They're pretty fucking close. Like, you really think that killing him is gonna make him be like, oh, okay, let's do this then.
He's like, you killed my best buddy. What the fuck? I'm not gonna be too happy. No, I'm not gonna do the immortal severance. Fuck that. Fuck you. Yeah.
I mean, there's that. I don't think it's Juzo, by the way. It's not the fat slob. He's got no part in this. There is one character this whole game. I think he's really trolling us. He's the one. If you really pay attention, like, there's a reason why FromSoft, they decided to give this character a unique voice. They assigned a voice actor to this guy, and the shit that he says to you is so interesting. You meet him twice.
I can't remember.
You meet him in the Snake Shrine.
Snake Shrine.
It's the where you can meet Tengu. That guy with the dogs.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Him. The lone shadow.
The Lone Shadow. Sorry, I can't remember.
It's the you remember you fight a lone shadow with dogs. And he does it's in this closed space, and he puts on Yashariku, and he poisons
Sorry,
you.
I know exactly what you're on about now. Yes,
Yeah,
I remember now.
him, and you meet him again in Hirata. You notice what he says, like when you see him again in Hirata, what he says, you were supposed to be dead.
Oh, he knows. He's like, you.
But the thing is that when you get there, when you get to the 6-second Hirata, supposedly this is just after you quote unquote died. Like this is like the same night, you know. How is it that this dude would know?
Exactly.
And he's at the same spot Owl's in.
And he's in that same place that Owl was, in that courtyard where Owl was saying all types of weird shit, telling you, you know, that the oath is not the oath, you know. There's no way, there's no fucking way that Owl would have told. He tells you so many times, you know, while you're fighting him, while you're getting pwned, he's telling you that, you know, family comes first. It's not so much your father's word is absolute, it's family comes first.
Yeah.
And it's just I'm just saying, like, this guy is really is the high suspect for me, that lone shadow.
And it again, because there's some more ties when you come back to Hirata State. There's like all the lone shadows are knocking about now. Sorry, I meant to say, by the time you come up and see Owl Dad again, all the lone shadows are about.
The
so
shadow
there's
clear they don't like Owl.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. The ministry. See, that's the thing. It all ties in so well together when you really think about it. See, Owl, he's in it with the ministry. Like, he gave them information, tell them, oh, hey, like, this place is empty now. Now you can go in and destroy and take like a big section of Ashina. You know, this will help you with your infiltration. All the soldiers are gone, and you know, burn their food, kill all the you know, women and children. You know, have at it, and
etc.
Yeah, and see, the ministry and the remember the slob, they had the lone shadow and the slob. They had a conversation where they said they don't trust this Owl. They don't like him, and it tells. See, there's no way that after Owl helped the ministry, that the ministry are just going to let him go. I'm pretty sure that they would have tried to get rid of him. They would have offed him, and he knows. He fucking knows.
He knows it. So he's faking death right in front of him. Like, yeah, no, I'm out. See you later. Faking death right in front of him as well.
I really think that the lone shadows, they're kind of a cleanup crew.
Yeah, exactly. You send them in, like, kind of like do a quiet job. Just get him out. No one says anything because it's the shadows. Yeah.
I don't know. See what Andrew's saying. I'll send my boy Sekiro to fight Butterfly, so I'll finish off. You manage the bandits. I really want to turn this into a lore video, and I think
you should. I think it's a very good point. That needs to
I really think I gotta present it like a fucking court case. Like, it's gotta be like, you know, a long one, like well over half an hour long. I gotta show everything to prove a point. It's just ultimately it just like what you gotta think about. I mean, I know we gotta finish this, but just to round this up is the thing to really think about is motive. What is it that Owl wants? And you could be very quick to decide or to discern that he wants immortality. But I really think that what he wants is what Wolf has, and that he doesn't have anymore, and it's purpose. He doesn't have one. He's basically just trying to stay relevant.
Yeah, it's just like some more boomer of it. No, it's a very good point. Now, what makes me think about that as well is because when you go for Shura ending, he's like, right, nice one, go kill Emma, go kill Ishin, and then he's like, right, nice one, Wolf. But then you stab him, and he's like, right, you bastard, Shura, what's going on?
Right.
So it makes me think like he's not got malevolent intent because he didn't want Shura. Because if he did want Shura, like, oh yeah, nice one, you got Shura now.
Right? No,
But
he just wanted to hang out with you, like, and have.
yeah, he just wanted a fucking cool
Right.
buddy to go like drink beers with, and that, you know. So.
No, he didn't. Right? He didn't. No, they're together. They're a team. They've always. That's what. Exactly. That's the Shura ending shows that as well. Thank you for reminding me. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, that's the big one that I wanted to do. I wanted to do two lore videos. One about Emma and one about this. But I don't really think I don't have the time. Just like you, it takes me fucking forever to make videos.
Especially with stuff like that, you want to make it as concrete as possible because nothing sucks more than spending all this time in the video and then someone saying, "Oh, there's a problem with this bit." You're like, oh, there you go.
Well, at least I'm not gonna be deleting my videos like somebody does.
There's also the thing that it could be that it's not about immortality or anything like that. Al just wants to be able to, he wants the mortal blade.
Oh, he wants the mortal blade. Yeah, that makes it a lot more simple.
That makes a lot of sense. He just wants more power.
Blade, you have to be what?
Well, you want to be able to get Genichiro.
Well, to handle the mortal blade, you have to be immortal.
You do?
Yeah, you do, because when you draw the blade,
the black
you
blade,
die.
though.
The mortal blade.
Didn't he hold it, though? Oh, he didn't draw it. He didn't draw it. He just held it. That's right.
Drawing it.
That's right. In the Shura ending, he only held it. He didn't draw it. It was Wolf that drew it.
Exactly. And you want a bit of that.
When you're powerful and you learn all this stuff, what's the best thing you want? The special.
Oh, that makes so much sense. That's all he wanted was the black mortal blade, or any mortal blade, the red one.
There's two of them.
But he has to be able to draw it first.
Kenichiro get it? Well, he fucked himself up beyond repair. And he went that way, but he knew how to get to the fountain.
Right, Noah, that's what we're talking about. He wants immortality so that he can wield the mortal blade. That's the reason why. I love that. I really like that. I fucking lost my train of thought. I was thinking about something else. Whatever. So we should wrap this up, and we should just talk. We just mention real quick to people who are interested, like what you're gonna be doing, what I'm gonna be doing, for the rest of the year. The next month.
Next month or so. Well, elephant in the room is, of course, Demon Souls coming out.
I know. I know. Do you have any plans for that? Or are you just...
Oh, all sorts of buttercups and kitchen sinks for that one. All sorts. Obviously, do the Broken Sword one again because being able to redo... Because when I did the modded series on my channel, it gave me a chance to kind of re-go at these old videos with the new Lenny style. The new style being like both of us being a kind of a double act. So again, it's another lovely opportunity for me to go back at Demon Souls, another like Rubble Voice solo only, and give it a new kind of Lenny treatment. And my plans are to try and get a bastard in PS5 because they're all. Have you got a pre-order?
I've not got. I haven't gotten it. I'm just waiting for the day it drops, and I should be able to get it through work. I should be able to. If you have trouble getting one, I might be able to help you with that. We'll see.
We'll see. That would make me very happy if you could, but I won't hold my breath because that's a big ask.
I know it's no guarantee because. We don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
This shit sells out
but
fast.
No, we're just going to be Demon Soulsing up. My plan's just get the video done as soon as possible. On the horizon for me, there's a Soul Level 1 experience. A long time asked for video from me. The challenge is not as hard as Broken Sword, no way. Compared to Sekiro, at least, because I was talking about Sekiro tonight. I did kind of what you would maybe call a Soul Level 1 in Sekiro, as in you don't upgrade your
you did an AP1.
Yeah, and that was real tricky, especially towards the end.
With Ishin, oh my god!
Ishin, we're talking about like kind of a 30-minute, 40-minute fight there. It was not a fun time, and honestly, with Soul Level 1 on Dark Souls, it's not hard because once you get your build, because you can do pyromancy, like you don't have to level up intelligence, so you just get that and you're just dealing 500s off the cuff. It's just the game beats itself at that point, really. So
right. I would love to see that. I still had
a bunch of fun for the video. And the video's still funny. I was really lucky recording because that night, I don't know why, my game was just glitching out to fuck. There's so many funny glitches that happened. It's gonna be a fun video. So that's what
How
I'm doing
close are
next.
you to finishing?
I'm editing up. I finished up the 4 Kings, and I've got DLC to edit up, and then I'm done. After what I do in my videos, I put the footage in. So I'm going to be done in about 2 or 3 days. I mean, maybe 3 or 4 days to be safe. What I do is that I put the footage in with the music, do the 2 Lenny voices, and then after it's all just done at bare bones, I go over again and gloss it with sound effects. I gloss it with the death count. I gloss it with like little pictures in here and there, you know. So it'll be finished in about 3 or 4 days, and I'm going to gloss it for another day. And,
are you rushing to get it out before Demon Souls comes out in the US?
Oh, I don't need to rush. I'm definitely getting it done. You know, but the longest it could possibly take is a week, and it's a week from now. It's not out in UK. UK is the
a week later. Europe is a week later.
And the whole of Europe, yes. That sucks a bit. That for a week,
right? Because you're so much spoilers. Everyone's gonna.
And all you guys
they're fucking beaten the game already, and you'll see guides everywhere.
Exactly. It's just like I know everyone's just going to be like, you know, day 1 guides, and there's going to be like maybe a bit ill-informed. But that's just don't hate the player, hate the game. The game being YouTube. Don't hit the player, hit the game. That's just how it is. It's like,
oh, it's fine.
Whatever.
I'm definitely gonna link everyone to your video when it's out, and also your Sekiro one. Some people might not have seen that. Your AP1 video.
It's an old one, but it's oldie but a goldie.
It is because it has your motivational speech with Ishin.
It does. When I used to do those things,
the classic.
Yeah, they're nice. They are classic. They are nice.
All right then.
Anyway,
well,
are you going to keep streaming, or what are you doing?
I'm gonna fuck off, and I got videos to edit too. I'm working on a Miss Raven guide.
Ooh, Miss Raven, nice one.
Yeah, so there's lots of people who are afraid to use it. They don't know what it's used for, so I thought it'd be nice. You might get some use out of it.
Absolutely. No, keep up, Kate. I'm a big fan of your channel. Love what you got going on. The guides are really good, straightforward. Just what I want from a guide. I don't want any fanning about. Just straight to the point. I love it. It's good stuff.
Thank you. And thank you all very much for joining the stream and for all this discussion. I'll have more stuff posted on the Discord later on, images and stuff that you wanted to zoom in and download and all that stuff. So thank you all very much for a lovely, lovely stream. And I'll see you all on Monday. Monday is when I'm going to start the gauntlet run again.
Oh dear.
I'm trying to do hitless. I'm trying to do hitless. It's hard. It's fucking hard.
What are you doing?
I'll fucking do it.
I'm not saying you won't.
Don't you sass me. That just makes me even want to do it more.
I'm not saying you won't. I think I think you can.
It'll take me forever. It'll take me a very long time, but I'll do it.
I know you will.
All right.
Have fun with that one.
All right. Thank you, Lenny, for sticking around with us. It was
pleasure's
super
mine.
fun.
Thank you so much for having me.
Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye.